course.
Did you break it?
Yes.
I can hear me.
And take two. You can't hear me at all? Oh. Sorry, guys. Audio fuck up, I guess. They've been messing with my mixer on OBS lately, and I have to manually change stuff. What's up? Quick run back. We are playing Session 5 of Whispers From the Atheneum presents Session 5 of Gamma P, a world set in homebrew world of Echoes of the Forgotten. We have 5 students who are currently dealing with a situation at school in the city of Ghislaine, in the school of Ghislaine's Institute of Magic. We'll have Darian quickly redo the recap. Sorry. Wait, one sec. Sorry, I don't know what's happening. Properties. I'll do it, don't worry. I'll run through real quick. I even hit OK, what the fuck? Alright. They could hear me the second time around, but they couldn't hear you.
But they couldn't hear me, and I'm the important one.
You are the
My
important
question is,
one.
anyone have a clapperboard?
Alright, take 3. Sorry, chat.
We have technical difficulties at this point.
Yeah.
God damn.
Play the music.
Alright, so, running it back real quick. These guys have been investigating what's going on at the school. There's been a murder.
I take my role.
Do you want to do it a third time? You don't want me to do this real quick?
Kids are investigating a murder. They looked into things, found out some stuff. It's all fuckity, yo. They found some magic items missing, found some people are missing. Fucking, they're dealing with shit. I'm not doing this a fifth time.
Yeah. Last time they did some research, they found out someone who's knowledgeable about the school can get around its defenses. They found out, they talked to a bunch of teachers that they thought were suspicious and found some information about like magic items that were taken or missing. What they do with that information is theirs. As we start with the we start with the morning of the 15th of Hall in the year 904, I believe. So, sorry, let's get into it. I don't know what happened.
So how much of the start wasn't heard then?
It was a 5-minute, 30-minute start, so we missed the first 3 minutes, and then...
Alright, great. So let me go back to talking about the raid for 2 minutes, because we skipped that whole thing.
No.
Yeah, so let's recap playing.
we need to recap everything.
Alright, so Violet gets hit by a piece of masonry falling from the sky.
I have the rock catching feet.
Ooh, too bad, it's bigger than you.
Was it dropped by the manticore?
Joke's on you, this is a boulder.
Ah, fuck.
Okay.
Specifically, Violet dies.
I didn't get the 8th level boulder catching feet.
That's a level 1 Phantom 1 D&D.
I
Alright.
mean, you could just be a barbarian.
No.
So you all wake up in your rooms. I do believe that... Oh, no, we had that conversation with Bust before we went to bed. You all wake up in your rooms on the 15th of Hal. A lovely summer morning. With new information on your minds from last night. What is everyone going to do?
I wish to go to the place where you can check out magic items.
Okay.
What it's called? Yeah.
Yeah, you had.
I've got one last piece of the puzzle I want to put together before I start solely focusing on this.
Did you
Manticore
want-
issue?
The permission slip. Before you do anything.
Yeah, if that'll expedite the process.
I mean,
yeah,
are we meeting up beforehand, or are you doing this straight away? What's happening?
I'm doing this straight away, so I probably won't have the thing first go, so we'll see how that goes.
Alright.
So you make your way to the requisitions center. You see a kindly old man sitting behind the desk.
Good morning.
Yes, you are.
Jonas.
Good to meet you. Why are you here?
I'm hoping to check out a magic item if possible.
Okay. Do you have... Is this for a club or for a class? Do you have permission slip for this?
Oh, right. I don't have it on me. The other members of my group has it. I'm gonna have to go get it, aren't I?
Yes, you will.
I'll be back in like 10 minutes, I guess. And he walks out to go and find who has the permission slip.
What's everyone else doing? Oh, well, Jonas typically wakes up before everyone else, so like pre sunlight. So
I mean, I can save. Oh, yeah, you can go first if you want.
Yeah. AJ, did you post on the Discords about the stream?
I do not know. It's fine. I'll do a quick thing. Don't worry.
Did you want to do that?
Yeah, keep roleplaying. I'll quickly do a call to action.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to chuck that out there first.
Okay.
So you could sort that out while we were going.
So two questions immediately. First,
Okay.
because of the whole lockdown situation, I assume for once, and I think we went over this at the very end last session, so me and Lionel actually spent our fucking night in a room together.
You did.
So
Yeah.
Farah would have gotten some sleep, but first thing in the morning is going to make sure Queen didn't attempt to kill the owl. Is the owl still alive?
Yeah, the owl's still alive.
Cool.
The owl would be much bigger.
Yeah, the owl is bigger than you're familiar with.
My money is on Queen all the time. This is not biased because it's my Warlock patron thing. Yeah. Second question, is Lionel awake at this, let's say maybe half an hour past the time that, say, Jonas would be up?
Sure.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Cool,
Jonas
cool.
is up real early.
Yep, so Farah is going to, first off, just give a nod to Lionel before leaving. Going out the door, so look back. We should say hi more often. I'm not good at this. Bye. And then is going to actually head to find if favorite teacher is awake. Fast. Look, it's a little rusty. I'm just double checking I'm saying that right. Vost.
Vost?
Yes.
Vostagen.
Yeah. So Farah's going to go find Vost, as I believe the previous night in the cafeteria, without argument, basically said we need to talk. If I'm recalling the details correctly on that.
You are. Where would you think you'll be searching? Are you gonna go try and find his private quarters that you probably found from years of causing mischief, or are you going to try the teacher study or the cafeteria?
We'll probably start with the teacher study and then the private quarters after.
Okay.
And if can't find, just wait for breakfast. So,
Yep.
Well, I'm pretty sure I know where the room is, but still.
As you go through the different places, you sadly can't find him this early in the morning either.
That's fine.
He's usually awake by now, that studying his patrol, so he's either patrolling the school or in a meeting with the headmaster, and you can't meet with him at the current time.
Yeah, no, I'm happy just to wait till breakfast then, so I might just sit sort of in a slightly sheltered part, just outside one of the doors. You know what? I'm gonna go sit outside the door to wherever the library is, because that just seems like an appropriate place to sit.
Okay.
Just watch the morning sun, whatever's left of it.
Watch as the sunrise starts, and as the library staff unlock the doors and start raising the lights spells that are decorating the room to a nice readable level that doesn't hurt anyone's eyes.
What do you think, Queen? Should we go read for a little? Is that what we do now?
It caws and chitters in your ear.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's all I'm doing for now. So on to whoever.
There's Jonas. Out of the three left, who are you going to first?
Why does it
Yeah.
have to be Violet that's probably got the permission slip?
Because I'm pretty sure everyone knows she has the permission slip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
She's the only
go
one- No one's asked for it.
probably wake up Violet, seeing as it's so early.
As you go to the
Okay.
door.
Do we know where each other stay? Probably not.
I went over this. Like, you guys at some point or another have been in the dorms at the same time, and you probably can tell which rooms who. Also, most rooms
They
have name plaques on them.
Yeah.
I was
Sweet.
to say it has been previously established that there are name tags because we
That's-
have had this discussion before.
That's how we found out about Lionel.
Yes, I go looking for Violet's room.
So you go to Violet's room. As you approach the door, you knock on it to wake it up. You hear some mumbling in the room, and you hear the door open and hear, "I cannot see. Please state your occupation and name." As Crystal opens the door with your gift to her firmly around her eyes.
Student, Jonas.
Master, the onus appears to be here.
I just want to go back just like a slight little bit, just to kind of establish a little bit of
Mhm.
how she's doing. So I imagine that this is probably one of the few times that she's actually kind of awake more early than normal, just with how everything kind of happened and like everything's now suddenly getting serious as from yesterday. I feel like most of the night for her was a bit more harder to get to that sort of rest state until like she finally did woke up early, and then sort of that realization of, oh, all of this was actually like a proper thing that happened. None of this was like someone actually died sort of situation. So I like to imagine at the beginning, like, yeah, she was probably messing, like she's probably like in the corner, like not corner, but like in like her little desk area, just kind of tinkering around with Cave specifically, just trying to blur out most of her surroundings to put herself in a focused state. So that's why Crystal's walking around.
Kay's picking up a bolt and a nut, and has like made a weight, starts lifting it.
Also, next to Kay as well would be like a almost choker-like device, I guess you could say. It's metallic, but it looks almost like a choker, and it's just, yeah, just basic runes along the inside, but nothing really able to notice from it. And she doesn't pay attention to you, like, at the door with Crystal.
As Crystal moves back into the room and out of the hallway, the short hallway that is the entrance, you step through. You see very much a mechanics area. Violet doesn't seem to have a dorm mate like most other people. She does have a second bed though, which she seems to have like flipped upside down and put a piece of wood on to be a second table.
It's covered in tools. Most of the room, I believe, will probably be, if not covered in tools, because I feel like Violet's not a super messy person. But it's
No,
like
she's
there are
not
tools.
messy.
Yeah, like there are toolboxes and tools everywhere, all very well organized, but still all over the place.
Yeah, and it's kind of that like sort of messy organization where like everything has a place, but it's not properly put away in that aspect, like it's in use. And
Basically,
that
the only
idea
person who
is
can find anything in this room is Violet.
yes.
You see a small like mechanical mobile that you would have for a child, with like a small boat, like a bunch of small vehicles that seem to have like little blankets and pillows in, probably for Kay to sleep in during the night, and then a closet with specifically the eye parts cut out. You know that's probably where
God.
Crystal sleeps.
No, I
Come on.
I don't think I have to do that. She'd like normal. She'd probably just like either have a spot like nearby, or would probably just stand around the corner, just like sort of looking around for something, but never finding
I
what
feel like
she's
Crystal
looking
would
for.
have her own bed.
So is this like a Futurama
No.
situation where it turns out you're the one in the closet?
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Sam. No, I don't think that's probably the case. Okay, to just say that's been, it's been an idiot.
As you walk in, you glance around, you see that Violet is working on something down below, and you see Kay spending time in the yard, sitting on like a thimble, lifting this bolt like a dumbbell. Gives you like a nod from the yard as you approach.
He sighs and rubs his face, and like knocks on like a nearby wall closer in to try and get her attention.
There's like an actual like almost shocked to like sort of see something else, like just sort of hear, so he turned quickly and just like hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping to borrow the permission slip that we have.
Yeah, sure. She just will sort of get up from her spot, sort of move to like her bag, which is like near the bed, rattle through it, pull out a few things like her toolkits and stuff like that, and then pulls out like a paper slip to the side. I think this is, yeah, this is the one. Yeah. Here.
Thank you. Takes it.
Will we need to meet somewhere first up, or
I assume so, but I haven't planned anything. I'm doing a little self project, so to speak.
okay, just give me a bit of time. I'll probably be in the cafeteria for breakfast. And she just like sort of looks more towards her desk and just sort of in that, just not really looking her normal energetic self.
Well, see you later, I guess. And he starts walking out.
She doesn't really do anything. She just kind of just waits for the door to close. And probably after the door closes, like a minute passes, and then she'll probably just go back towards her desk. Just for a little bit more time. Just works on Kay. Turns to Crystal. It's probably like nearby. Has like a quick sort of checkup for Crystal for the day. Kind of has that little sort of moment of just like thinking again, like throughout the past day. Sort of stops a little bit as like things start coming through, like sort of almost memories like rushing through her head, and then she just kind of shakes her head a little bit, puts her tools down, packs everything up, and then probably gets herself going.
Okay.
Alright.
Jonas mumbles when he closes the door behind him. I'm surprised I didn't expect more resistance, but shrugs and then heads back off.
As you return back to the requisitions room, what is everyone else doing?
Yes.
Meeting up, I assume, if that's what the
Yeah,
case.
I'd be waiting mostly
Agnes
in the
would,
cafeteria.
get ready and head to the cafeteria to meet up
Yeah.
with the others.
Just admire and sunset until breakfast is ready.
And I would be a
Some
little
percent.
late from potentially sleeping in,
Right.
but she
Okay.
would eventually get there.
Right. In that case, Jonas, you make it back to the requisitions office. The old guy there is still there. He's like,
Oh, you're back.
Yes, I am. I believe this is the slip that you require.
you show him the slip. He looks at it. He's like,
Again? Didn't your little club or whatever already acquire items yesterday?
It's possible. I don't quite remember. Not super involved with it like that. Don't track what people do too much. Shifty eyes, shifty eyes. Wait, did I say that out loud?
If you're not involved, then why? Wouldn't it be a bit involving to come and requisition? What do you need?
I'm just looking for something very simple that requires attunement. Can literally be anything. I'm not fast.
Okay. Do you have a preference?
Nope.
He like looks at you really weird. He's just like,
I don't
Just-
do experiments very often, but this is my first attempt as an experiment. I sort of show the symbol to show that I'm not like one of the most studious individuals.
All right. I guess I will find something that you need to attune to. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Gets magic item table.
You know what? Maybe I
Oh,
should
shit, a
have went
luck
with you.
blade? That's crazy.
You have
And it
one of
still
them?
has
That's
its
crazy.
wish?
Yo, that's crazy.
Oh, it has all 3 wishes? Wow.
On second thought, if I went with you, you probably would have got kicked out.
If there was a luck blade in there, I didn't know about it. I'd be pissed.
If there's a luck blade in there, I wouldn't be there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You get handed like a flame tongue dagger.
Oh,
Cool. Yeah, this will probably work. Thank you. I'll probably have it back within like an hour or so.
Okay.
And he walks off, I guess, or fills out the necessary paperwork I assume that there is to fill out.
yeah. You sign the sheet saying that you're taking it out and when you plan on returning it like same day. He's looking at you weird the whole time. Like
Oh, of
he's
course.
so confused,
Mm-hmm.
and then you leave.
I just don't
Yep.
understand young people these days. As you eventually all make your way into the cafeteria for breakfast, Anaya a little later than everyone else does. As you look around, you see Marty is sitting there talking with Vost, separate from the rest of the teachers that are there this early for breakfast, like in a little corner. And there seems to be a few students roused at this point, but maybe like 10 people.
Yeah, you all gather here.
Mhm.
What do you want? What do you all want to do? It's up to y'all.
So you're all awake.
yeah.
Is
I
it
just-
is it normal for you all to be awake at this time?
Not,
Is this
not
the
really,
time
no.
we normally meet up?
No.
I think this is the first time we've probably met up outside of forced meetings.
Yeah, no,
They were forced?
usually I spend a bit more time doing stuff, but just thought I'd be out early, easier that way.
Right. Well, I don't know what you all had planned, but I was gonna go talk to Voss.
Did you need someone to help you? Or...
No, I just want to make sure you guys knew what was going on. Is that so weird?
No, just I'm
Yes.
surprised you asked.
Yeah. Kim. We didn't actually tell them about the stuff we did yesterday, did we?
I
Like, we haven't.
believe
this is
we
like the
did.
first- Did we? About
Yeah,
the
because
amulet?
we did that
'Cause-
before lunch, and we met up at lunch, and then
Oh, yeah, and
stuff
then we
happened in
split
the
off again.
afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that stuff's already been covered. Fine then.
Yeah.
As you all go grab a plate, there seems to be a buffet style English breakfast set up, bunch
Oh,
of
yeah.
sausages, mushrooms, tomatoes, toasts with cheeses, all laid out, and you can stack what you want. Notably, you see as you all line up that Crystal is not following you. Seems to be sat at the table you were talking at, holding a dagger with like a red edge on the blade, and thinking real hard.
Right. So,
What?
so we just got our plates. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something before I head back to sit with the others.
Mhm.
I'm actually gonna approach that table with Marty and Vost. I want to see if they stop talking as I approach.
Roll a perception.
Yes, with or without the bird. Actually, no, the bird's on me anyway. It doesn't matter. Do I have that on yet? I do not. One sec.
How did she get a dagger?
Let me just put the buff on and then roll, because it should be on.
I don't know the
Perception.
dagger. Wait. Did she?
Did I go on correctly? It
Plus
is,
four?
okay.
Yeah. As you approach, they'll be like, I haven't gotten a response yet. We'll find out soon. So. Well, I'm gonna do some more walking around today, and as you start walking, the conversation does drop.
Morning.
Morning.
So, as you know, Vost, we're best of company. Would there be a good chance to talk with you today? I'm not going to interrupt any further. Sorry. And I sort of just placed down like a small piece of paper I had with a, what do we have? Pencils?
Yeah,
Quill.
there's graphite pencils, quills.
Yeah, the graphite pencil. I placed that down. I'm going to leave Queenie here with you for a second, and if you happen to have a time, just write it down, and I'll meet you at that place at that time.
You can just sit here. We're distance away. Marty's in the know. And
I mean, I assumed you were discussing something important.
mainly just that we're sort of stuck where we are.
Well, have you two been caught up on what we sort of found yet?
I heard that a couple students went to talk to Professor Austin,
Oh, he's lovely.
but that was mainly some stuff. And Marty's like, and a couple people used my note to borrow a couple things out of the
Well-
requisitions department.
I don't know what's going on there. I haven't asked them. All I know is they came back with I think it was a battle axe. Was it battle
It
axe?
was a hammer.
It was a hammer, yeah. One of them came back with a hammer. I didn't question it.
A second hammer.
Well, sure, I'll sit. Sits down, puts the plate down, right next to Voss. Don't actually care at this point. So, yeah, you're right. We did talk with Austin, and he sort of agrees with the conclusion we came to that the only way it happened was someone on the inside did it. We found a what would you call it? A rune that seemed to be intricate enough to create a small, as we worded it, a small bubble that the Manticore could get in with undetected, and silence and such. Was what we're saying is it wasn't acting alone as our guess.
He told us as much yesterday, that you came asking questions about the defense systems and if there's a way around it, and he explained what he knew, but
I mean, as I said, agrees that someone in the school's a high suspect, but the only people we could think of, or me personally, I'm not gonna lie, I was up last night, talking with. Did you guys know I had a roommate? That doesn't matter.
yes.
Yeah, my best guess were, well, Austin didn't suspect Loretta, and based on what she specializes in, I didn't either. I mean, Austin said Jerome's probably incapable of it. I mean, this is, I'm just thinking because transmutation magic, they could have altered something. I mean, I have no reason to suspect either of you, from what I know. One of you gave us the task, and the other one I've been close to for years. Smile.
He gives a
Frown.
deadpan stare.
But yeah, we have a lot of things we're still trying to figure out. We actually, did the others tell me about the missing necklace?
That's what I was asking. I believe we did.
So you did explain that? Yeah.
If you were at the lunch table yesterday, then
yes.
yes, you heard it.
There's reason to believe that the missing item might actually be related, even though it's been over a year. It was a necklace of some kind. of silence, I think it was.
Hmm.
And that would explain how several things could be cast at once. I'm simply just worried, is all. I know that's probably unlike me, but
It's
for
understandable.
once I want to find a solution to this and make sure the others, and sort of brief glance over to the other table, don't do anything further to get them in danger. I'm not going to lie, I even suggested just dropping this entirely.
It's probably the smart thing to do. Your help has been, well, helpful. We've got some leads, people to talk to, things to look at. I recommend you all just stay safe. Go to your rooms after you eat. Never travel alone.
Would it be worth checking in with Austin? I know I didn't want to suspect him, but he did mention he had a basilisk.
He's had that basilisk for more than a few years now.
But wouldn't that mean he also knows how to deal with that sort of monstrosity sort of stuff?
That's why we're going to talk to him about these things.
Right, that makes sense. I guess I'll go rejoin the others. We'll try and give you any updates we have tonight. Come on, Queenie.
Ah,
Hey, stay out of trouble.
I mean, I was gonna go visit the place with the items after.
Gives a bit of a grunt. You see a flicker of flame when he exhales and turns to his plate, which is mainly like eggs and sausage.
He knows full well why I'm gonna go visit. He should know full well why I'm gonna go visit.
And as you walk back,
Yeah.
they continue to they don't really continue the conversation. They just continue to eat.
Mm-hmm. So what are the others doing?
I don't
Agnes
think-
is looking at Crystal's sick new sword or dagger.
I feel like it'd be one of those things which I would question it, but right now is probably not the time for me to really put proper questioning into it. And I'm probably like making a little bit of space between me and Crystal, but like just trying to eat mainly.
She's just holding the dagger in like one hand and looking at it, like turning it, and just like shaking it.
Her eyes are like squinted.
Agnes is asking now. Agnes is like, "Oh, that looks cool. Where did you get it?"
Master Jonas acquired this for me.
Cool. That was nice of him. He's giving you gifts. Ah, you guys have come so far.
You will notice that Jonas is just sitting like opposite of it and just watching.
One hand slowly bringing the toast in and out of frame of his vision.
Why'd you give her a weapon?
More specifically, why did I ask for an attunement item?
No, I know why you asked for a achievement. Why'd you ask for a weapon?
I didn't
why'd
ask for
you-
a weapon. I asked
You
for
didn't ask
something
for a. He
attuned.
said anything.
You should have been a bit specific, not a weapon. If you're worried, buddy.
I can take it.
Okay.
I hope
They'll
she
call me the scrapper when I'm done. Not my fighting style.
Oh. Yeah, you can continue that conversation.
So you all found something interesting?
You could say I'm conducting my own experiment.
That's great. Vost is going to look into Austin.
Well, that's good.
With suspicion.
I don't know.
I feel like he looks at everyone with suspicion.
He doesn't look at me like that. I mean, what?
I roll my eyes.
Oh, by the way, can I borrow that pass?
Man, that dude's gonna be so pissed. And I hold it out towards Sparrow. He said something when I picked something up, so just... Yeah.
Oh, I don't need it for that. I just wanted to borrow it.
Just it
Just-
seems that's what all we're using this pass for is to get fucking items.
Just make sure it comes back because we might still potentially need it if we need it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can borrow if you'd let me. I'd just borrow crystal, and this would be a lot easier.
What would you need crystal for?
A distraction.
For
Does that matter?
a little.
Well,
I can do distractions if you just need that.
you see, there's a particular item in that place. I just want to check it out. I've gotten close the last couple times, and let's be honest, we all kind of need a distraction right now.
Is the hat really worth it?
Yes.
You can take the permission slip. I'm sure he'll just give you the hat.
Fine, I'll try it your way.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Has an hour passed?
That's up to the group.
Maybe it depends how long we're wasted sitting here,
That's how long I'm sitting there.
staring at the construct.
Yeah, I feel like I'd probably take my time today eating. Similar to how I was in the morning, just a bit slower. Yeah, probably say I'd stick around for an hour then.
I mean, if we're just chilling for a bit, I guess a little idle chit chat doesn't hurt. So, how many of you, like, I assume most of you also have roommates?
No, I don't.
I have a roommate.
Master, I thought I was your roommate.
That was a given. Just besides you.
The question
No,
did not
it's-
indicate besides me.
There's no one beside you, though, Crystal, is there?
Okay.
I also assume Violet is sitting next on the other side of her.
A little bit of distance.
Well, I'm just curious if any of you know how to speak owl.
Like you would a pet dog?
No, I mean quite literally speak owl.
That is a matter for AJ.
Do you have the spell Speak with Animals?
As of if she's getting amended with the new 1D rules, yes.
No.
Okay.
Good try though.
As of now, I can say simple things to it for it to understand, but it cannot say things to me.
Oh, it's
I like throw box.
that's all right. I'm just, as I said, making a little idle chit chat, and I wanted to, come up with some sort of gift so Queenie here doesn't try to kill that owl, and like, it's not important. I'm gonna head to the armory area, and
You want me to tell Queenie to not murder the owl?
oh no, I can talk to Queenie fine.
Okay then. Do you want me to tell the owl to not murder Queenie?
No, I could just resummon Queenie in a couple hours. That
I mean, if the owl can technically write something, I could probably read it.
isn't that right, Queenie? I can just summon you back if you die. Thinking back on all the times that we tried stuff, like jumping off buildings.
Right.
He just looks at you, like one eye staring directly at you when you say that, and then just looks away.
I'm sorry, what's this for again?
What?
Like, what do you need someone to communicate with?
Purely just idle chit chat over, over breakfast. Plus, your little Tinkerbot there is very intent at looking at that. It was distracting, so I wanted to change the subject.
Understandable. I just don't know what to really say at the moment. I guess I'm just. Oh, I don't know. I'm a bit out of things to talk about.
What about you, Anaya? Where's your cat?
Is Anaya gone at this point?
So
I
annoying.
That's up to Naya if you wanted to leave while this was going on.
Yeah, while they were doing that conversation, she probably would have dipped to go check the things.
Yeah, you turn to look for Anaya, and it's just like her plate is just like still sitting there, mostly empty, with the cat just eating the food off the plate, unattended, with Anaya just not even there.
Okay, cat, where's your master? I'll go check there, thank you. And takes a slip and walks out.
Oh wait, you're going to the item room, right?
Room of requirement.
You just get this like sort of backwards sort of wave and shrug at the same time.
Was that a yes?
If you do go with her, just make sure to ask about the person doing the things.
Yeah, that's why I'm going.
Yeah, or just look into it while it's distracted. I
Yeah.
think.
Okay, and she'll hop off her seat and just be like, "I'll come with," and trots off after Farah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
Do I
so-
know, just from a rough idea, do I know what Crystal is holding, or is it just?
It's a dagger
weapon.
with a red edge on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue then. Okay.
Not identifying.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm guessing at this point it's just me and Jonas mainly.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say after an hour of Crystal holding the weapon, there is no ignition, there's no flame on the blade, Jonas.
Alright.
I will say, during the hour, when at some point, like, it's only Jonas who's watching them, they're, like, shaking the dagger around, looking at it, like, squinting at it and stuff. At one point, they look up at you, their eyes turn orange again, and they spin the dagger in their hand very dexterously, then catch it again, and the eyes go back to red, and they go back to shaking it and, like, really confused.
Alright,
Do I notice
curiosity
that?
sated.
Do I
No.
notice that? Okay. Cool.
Specifically, they wait for it's in a moment when only Jonas is paying attention to them.
Cool. Okay, I don't even get to even try to roll that one.
Roll perception.
Yeah, fine. Roll a perception. Go for it.
This would be one
Roll
of
a
the few
one,
days
it'll
I'd
be funny.
actually. Yeah, it would be funny. This would be one of the few days I actually kind of want to know. No.
No, you don't know.
No.
So you say like your curiosity satiated.
Curiosity stated. I take the dagger and I leave.
This was a gift.
Nope.
Was there a reasoning for? Oh, okay. Bye.
Yeah, he is gone.
Roll perception.
Me or
Yeah, you.
her?
Or both.
Sure. Fucking hell!
Well,
Val, it goes out of your way. Jonas, you hear, sleep with one eye open.
Sorry?
he stops and just like slowly turns his head over until just out of the corner of his eye sees it.
As you turn, you catch the last bits of the orange fading back into red.
I fucking killed it.
Glad these things can't do
As he
message.
like, I'm assuming like he turns the corner slowly. I'm just like
Mhm.
looking in a little confusion.
Bye! And it waves.
Jonas walks away. I won't be the one that needs to sleep with one eye open because it's not going to have any fucking eyes when I'm done. It's going to be a pile of scrap. He's just muttering, leaving.
Your friend is very strange.
I don't know, honestly. I feel like that's probably the same for everyone.
Is it a common human custom to give a gift and then take it away?
You gonna make this about race?
No. Not that I know of.
What is on the agenda
I-
today?
The agenda.
What are we doing?
Yeah. I'll let the ones that actually have proper things first go first.
Okay.
So, I assume at some point Agnes catches up.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So as you like did your like little wave shrug, I like did the is that a yes to like it was kind of to like the group. and then yeah, Violet said her thing, and then I like came after you. So it was only like less than a minute.
So once once you're a little bit away from the cafeteria, I will like I assume you're at my side at this point.
Yeah.
So, Agnes.
Yeah.
Why are you coming along?
Oh, me and Violet were here yesterday, and we forgot to check something, so I'm going to check that now.
No, that's not why I'm asking. Like, I got used in trouble. It doesn't matter. Sure, if you need a distraction, I guess I can provide that for once. I was going here for other reasons.
I mean, I was just gonna ask if we could check the thing.
I mean, you could just check it.
But, wait, where is the...
Well, look at it this way. We go in there, yeah? And this is like why we're walking. You go in there, you ask. If the answer's no, then I'll change the topic. I'll ask if I can check out something legit this time. Like, waves the pass slightly. And, you know, while, you know, if the answer's no, then while I'm doing it, you can sneak a peek.
Sure.
I mean, I can at least make sure they're not looking. I mean, Queenie's got my eyes. I mean, my back with eye. I'm not sure how this saying works.
Because you asked, Agnes, the requisitions thing is in the sort of the tower where the enchantment classes are held at the bottom layer.
Oh no, my question was gonna be, where were the like files things that we were looking at? Like, was that just like on the table, or was that like in a drawer? That
it's like a desk.
Him take them from?
It's like a desk with
behind. It was like behind the main desk, because I'm assuming you mean like the dockets of the stock takes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was behind the desk where there was like a filing cabinet set up. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so it's just like a little filing cabinet behind that.
Yeah.
It's either that or it's the desks is one of those ones that have like they've got the top and then there's like a hollow section on the bottom. So it's like I forgot what they're called. There's like stuff in like the things on the desk as well. So two places.
I could say.
Never mind.
Do you mean like just literally a cupboard, a cubby hole sort of thing?
No, it's one of those sort of. It's those desks that have like just like places for you to put stuff in. Like
Right. Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Yeah, like a little pigeonhole.
Sort of. Yeah.
So I guess we enter the place.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The old guy's behind the desk. And he looks there and goes,
It's
Before
He sees
you
you.
panic, and do you want to cut to someone else briefly?
No.
No, okay.
No. Like he seems to be like putting his hand underneath like where the cubby hole is.
yeah.
Before you panic, I do have a pass this time.
Press the button.
this time. Is this the first time you've had a pass? I believe.
Yeah, and
Did you steal the pass?
No, I'm with, and I refer to Agnes.
Hi, it's me again. Sorry
Oh,
to
hello.
bother you again.
I'm with
Oh,
that
it's
group,
okay.
if that helps.
What can I do for
vouch
you?
me. So Agnes has something she forgot to ask you yesterday first, and then I'll get to what I want to look for. My hands will be right here.
Do you remember the file things you showed us that said where every month, like they keep track of when stuff is there?
Yes, the stock notices. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Stock
that.
take.
Could I have a look at that again? There was something I needed to check that I forgot to do before.
Which
Like a finger tap thing.
which one would you like to look at?
There are, and he like literally turns and pulls open a drawer, and there's like dozens of these files.
The one from 2 months ago and 3 months ago.
Oh, okay.
He pulls those two out and puts them down.
There you go.
Could I
What is
see-
the item you're looking for?
Yeah, so just to double check that those are the ones where like it's present on 1 month and then missing on the next.
Yep. Look through 3 months ago, it was there. 2 months ago, it's missing.
Yeah, okay, Magical. Who are the can I look at who the teacher assistants were?
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
those?
On the spine, at the very bottom, it says which teacher was attendant at the time of the stock count. So 2 months ago, when the item was missing, the teacher who was, assisted with the count was, looking at my notes quickly, Kynan Morden. And 3 months ago was Bartholomew Austin.
Shit.
I don't think that's the important one, but how do you spell Kynan Morton?
It's on the list.
Oh, is that okay?
Under conjuration.
That's
God,
fine.
there's so many on this list, but yeah, they're near the bottom.
Okay, I'll double check that later. And then and then 3 months is Austin. I'll just put it there as Austin. Oh yeah, cool.
So
The human or the human?
Wait, if Farah's still here, so I'll point these out to her, or show her what I'm looking at. Not saying directly out loud, but just kind of
wait, was I even allowed behind there to look at, or where was I even allowed to look at these?
If
Was it
she's
just
being allowed
Agnes?
to look at this.
I assume if Agnes is, I am. So,
Yes, I'm just 2 months ago, I kind of wanted, not there. 3 months ago, not, it was there. Austin, whatever his other name is.
I mean, Austin is. Look, we had a conversation with Austin. I don't want to suspect, if that's what you're implying. I don't think I know. Wait, no, I would. Would I? No, that's would I know much about Kynan? Conjuration?
Did you? Yeah, being the Conjuration, he's one of the heads of the Conjuration department. He also, similar to Loretta Cornwall, who teaches the basics. They teach the core concepts because you need a good base to build up.
I'd be familiar enough with them.
Yep. And they are very much into summoning creatures and things. They specialize in familiars and stuff like that.
We can go say hello to them if you want. It's been a while since I've talked to them, so I mean...
Yeah, there's something.
Yeah, well, while you write down, and this is sort of said a little quieter, while you write down or memorize any names we need to check out, any you suspect, I turn to the one in charge here.
Yeah, he's just been looking between the two of you as you're talking, right there. I was like,
Are you done with these? You only looked at the spines and one page.
Agnes has to look at a few more things, but I would, if you'd allow it, I'd actually like to look at an item. Your recommendation, of course.
You want me to let you into the warehouse?
With your supervision.
What is the item you're interested in?
Something that would help me practice my illusion a little better.
Looks
that could
around.
mean either the hat.
I was gonna say that sure sounds like the hat of disguise.
That could mean either the hat or something else that might be a little lighter and less valuable to lose.
He literally looks around the room. He's like,
I honestly have to say, this is potentially one of the most audacious ways someone has ever tried to steal the hat of disguise.
Look, I'm not.
I am
trying
honestly
to steal it this time.
Stealing it, I'm borrowing it.
Points for originality, though.
Look, for once, I'm not trying to steal it. I'm not denying that I haven't tried to steal it before, and Voss has called me. I mean, you know that.
Yes,
I'm
I do.
simply saying any illusion item. It doesn't have to be the hat, but I would very much like to try that someday. But I'll wait until I've got proper permission for that. Or I successfully get past you, whichever comes first. Look, you have very agile eyes. You should know this.
You were stepping up on each step on the right, making me want to give you, and then you say something like that, and I'm not giving you the hat of disguise. Why would I give you something to help you steal the hat in the future, if not the hat now?
Then you should know magic items that wouldn't allow me to do that so easily.
Yes, actually I know a spell. It's called Alarm, and Dispel Magic. Both would stop you.
Mm-hmm. Look,
He
I'm
just
here to.
stares at you.
I'm here legit
Also,
to
illusion
borrow
magic
something.
isn't allowed in the school, like at all.
Yes,
What'd you say?
but understanding illusion magic better, Agnes, might allow me to get a better sense of what was used. That's what my point is.
If you wish to understand illusion magic better, I would recommend maybe signing up for some elective classes in illusion magic. I hear
Or a
Juniper
book.
Belrose is looking for more students for her elective this semester.
Which name was that? Sorry, that was.
Juniper Belrose.
Is that the one No, I haven't. I'm trying to remember which one I'm used to. I think it was Holly, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe. You sure I can't just look at some item? Maybe conjuration, something to help my familiar.
I would like to see that note, please.
Okay.
And you show him the note, and he looks at the note, and he looks at
damn
you,
it.
then he looks at Agnes and goes,
I believe at this point, your group has acquired enough items for your classes. These seem confusing and not at all linked to each other. And I might have a word with your teacher about proper use
That's
of
fine.
acquisitional equipment.
I won't push it then. Do you actually have any of them actually told you why we're looking into this stuff?
I do not know.
Well, look at
I
this.
also-
Before we continue,
oh,
please,
okay.
listen. I may have been there the night before we went to lockdown. I was a witness to the one that turned to stone. That's why I want to solve this.
What?
Yeah. That's why we're trying to look into this heavily. Anything that could be used, like silence or I don't know, something that would enhance someone's rune making. That's another thing we could look for.
What
Is there a
turned to
magic
stone?
item that does
Was
that?
there a mistake
Wait.
with the basilisk class? Would that be, I think.
You don't know?
No, what?
There was a manticore on the grounds.
A manticore could. No.
Cat out of the bag.
It was him all along.
He has access to everything.
You don't know about the manticore that was here.
he looks at you, and he's like,
This is one of the strangest attempts you've had to steal the hat. I'm sure you can think of something more interesting next time.
Is
At this
What you
point,
used.
Jonas probably rocks up.
Okay, can I say something when Jonas comes in?
yeah, sure.
Jonas, what's your passive perception, actually? You know what? No, you can see this. You can visibly see that Farah at this point is looking like she is about to grab this person by the fucking, like both sides of the top and like just shake them to believe.
Okay, so as I come in and I see all
Okay, I
this
can figure that out as well.
Oh my
crazy
God.
shit happen, and you're frustrated to the hells, I'll sort of just like pull Farah back a little bit. It's like, you alright?
Here's the damn pass. I'll see you outside.
She leaves. I'll turn to Agnes. What did I miss? I was only like 10 minutes behind you guys.
Okay. Well, yeah, I was just kind of like, do I say this now or later?
The guy just looks between the two of you and is like,
Are you here to return the dagger?
Yes, I am.
Okay, sign here.
and he pulls a note out.
He
Oh.
signs it.
Okay, thank you.
Do you still have business here, Agnes?
No, I'm good.
Alright.
I'm assuming you leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys leave. The guy watches you. He's like, as you leave, you just see he just shrugs. He like dropped the dagger into like some kind of like chute off to the side, which like slid it into the other room, probably for returning the items at some point. He puts the files away and the door closes, and you guys don't see what happens after that.
He goes
He
back into
opens
his
his
secret
big
basement.
book that's got his
Excuse-
master plan in it.
That makes
He
it
writes-
sound like we should have seen
He
what happened
turns
after.
into a manticore. No.
No, he goes into his secret basement, pulls out his big book with all of his like evil plans in it, and then releases the manticore.
No, he pulls out his hit list and writes our names on it.
I fucking hoped.
I hope my name's not on it.
It's like just Farah's name is like 4 times.
Ah, good.
It's a hit list and all the names are Farah.
I like. I hope it's very frustrating, Sam, but I like the fact that Farah is just like a universal shitlord to the whole school.
This is probably the first time Farah's gotten actually frustrated with them, though.
Yeah, I assume so.
Hmm.
That's what happens when you cause trouble.
The boy who cries wolf situation.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Yeah, as soon as we leave, like, I was gonna be like to Farah, like, Farah, are you okay?
Just fine.
Are you sure?
Is Jonas with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Jonas, do you have a training dummy?
I mean, I don't have one, but the school has some.
Good.
I think Violet has one.
Yeah, you guys can pretty easily go to one of the training
You
yards.
see a smirk come across Jonas's face.
Just
Say that.
remind me. My pack weapon is completely banned on school grounds, right?
No.
No? That's fine.
Imagine it not
Cool.
being.
Now-
There are weapons on school grounds. Like, there's heaps of weapons on the school.
Cool. Is
I
there a
have a
Walk
training
around with
dummy.
weapons pretty much at all times.
Most
I know I-
wizards are walking weapons.
I assume
Mhm.
there is a training dummy probably available since.
Oh yeah, you guys go to a training center because the school is still at like pretty much minimum student capacity right now.
Cool.
You go to the training area and there's like basically there's rooms of like training stuff just completely empty with no one in them.
That's good. That's good. Farah didn't say much to either Jonas and that on the way over here. Just sort of ask that question and walk there. When she
As you
arrives,
walk off to go hit the dummies, Jonas will say, if you ever get bored of something that doesn't hit back, I am a fan of sparring. And then I'll turn to Agnes and be like, Agnes, can I confide in you?
Yeah, of course.
Now, you're probably going to think I'm crazy,
Mhm.
because judging
That
by
was
all
like-
things that have happened...
That was a yes, and it's like, yes, keep going, not a yes, I will.
No, I figured it was a yes and.
Yes, and?
You just stop me when it starts sounding too far-fetched.
Sure.
So, earlier today you seen that I had given a dagger to Crystal.
Yeah.
Right. So there was a reason to that, because it sparked my interest when Violet had got the magic weapon from the requisition center, and Crystal mentioned something about attunement. Unless, from what I can possibly grasp at my very little understanding of constructs, unless Violet programmed her to say that, it shouldn't have had any business knowing what that was.
I don't remember, but like, what did Crystal say? Because Agnes was there.
Something down the lines of, I am unable to attune to this,
Yeah,
and then
it was.
they're
I'm
like,
on-
well,
Basically
duh,
that.
you can't attune to this weapon.
Okay.
I'm unable to attune to this weapon.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So, and that piqued my interest because, so then I went to speak to some teachers about it, and they just laughed at me. So, in order to satiate my curiosity, I went and requisitioned the item that could be attunable. And while it didn't seem to attune to it, you know those orange glowing eyes that I mentioned previously that nobody seemed to believe?
Yes, and I don't remember if Agnes has actually seen them or not.
You have not.
It
Okay.
happened
Yeah,
again.
just making sure. Like,
I think Jonas is the
Effectively,
only
I'm the
person.
only person that's seen it.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And it happened again. And when that did happen, they seemed quite dexterous with the dagger. And then, as I turned to leave, I could have sworn I heard it say, "You better sleep with one eye open."
What?
Which, once again, unless Violet has programmed it to say it, it
I
shouldn't be within its vocabulary.
I mean, I don't know how programming works. I assume it can just say anything that a human could say. Like, it's not like she's not incapable of saying it.
Regardless, it still
But
threatened
that-
me.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like in her character or in a character that Violet would design for her.
Uh-huh. I feel like she made a friend because she's lonely, and what she's made is a killer robot that wants to kill me because I'm onto it. Or am I being paranoid?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen it myself, but I but I believe you. I don't think that you'd be saying this, you know, if you hadn't seen something, or didn't believe you'd seen something.
That makes me feel
I
a
just-
little bit better. So, I'm going to sleep with one eye open tonight because I don't trust it, and I haven't since day dot.
I mean, if you're really worried, I could look at watch you as well. Not like in a creepy way, as in like as backup if something does happen.
Yeah, we have context. It's fine.
Now
I'm
take it out
probably
of
just being
context.
extra paranoid, so it'll be fine. We've got a manticore to worry about anyway, but I'm just, I don't trust it.
Okay. Well, I'll try and keep an eye out as well, and if I see anything, or if something seems weird, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Or have you thought about telling Violet this?
She either won't believe me or will choose not to. With how I've acted from one, like, point of view, I can see why she wouldn't want to, and
Yeah,
I don't
but-
feel like she'll be unbiased.
There is the bias issue, but I mean, you did apologize, and you have been trying to come around it since.
I tried, and then shit started getting weird, so I'm gonna stop trying, because I don't know if that's provoking it, or if I just really am paranoid. I'm not crazy, right? But it sounds so crazy.
I don't think so.
Oh, if I brought this up with anyone else, they thought I was a lunatic.
I mean, you have someone screaming in the background. How could you not know while whacking something? So I think you're fine.
I stand by what I said.
Yeah, just like, yeah, I should probably fill you in on what we just did as well. So you know how there was that amulet of silence missing?
No, this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Oh, really? Sorry. Okay. So in the weapons, well, not weapons, items place back there, like they have a bunch of magic items that obviously you like borrow in and out, and there's an item that's missing or taken at or not there that should be there called an amulet of silence, which hasn't like just been rented out by someone. It's been stolen. It's been missing for a couple months. So I went to, and so he has a stock take of that lists when to keep track of like what's been taken in and out and if anything is missing. And he has another teacher at I guess at random or whatever will help him with it. So I went to check to see who was doing the assisting around the time of the amulet going missing. And so the one from 3 months ago, who said the amulet was still there, was Bartholomew Austin, and the one from 2 months ago, who noted it being missing, was Kanan Morden.
Okay, that's.
And then what put Farah in such a bad mood is, well, it seemed like she was trying to get this Hat of the Skies that apparently gets stolen a lot.
I wonder why.
And she was telling about getting that, and he didn't want to let her in because he was afraid she was going to steal it, I think. But anyway, but then she had mentioned about the reason for the whole lockdown being because there's a Magical around, and it seemed like he hadn't heard anything about it.
You think faculty would have told each other to at least be on high alert?
I
they don't
mean-
want another dead child, but
Yeah, I know they didn't tell anyone at the school when it happened. They just said it was going in lockdown. But you thought all
although
the
the missing item is interesting.
Mm.
Do you think this might be a dumb idea, but do you think if we had access to a dispel magic and a locate item, we could temporarily dispel the anti-illusory divination sort of area, and then use the spell.
Was divination not allowed?
I don't know.
I thought it was.
I'm not
illusion and
super
enchantment.
about all that spells and
I
stuff.
was able to cast a Benefo just last time. If
Okay.
you remember.
But no, yeah, you're right. No, a locate object spell should work, and it's divination, so it shouldn't even be forbidden against the dome.
So if we have someone, or try and get someone, well, they need to know what the item is, and I assume. Can they just name an item? I'm not very familiar with the spell.
Neither. I don't know it personally.
Perhaps we'll bring it up with the group, because I
But-
reckon if we find that amulet, we might find our culprit.
Mm. And yeah, we could ask to see if anyone in the group knows that spell, because we have the locate creature spell,
Yeah.
but it's only in scroll form, and we're having trouble.
Where if we use the
Like,
locate item,
We're not really
If the-
supposed to use.
if the person is in the faculty, we should be closer.
Yeah, but we're not really allowed to use the scrolls because it's supposed to be for like class purposes.
Yeah.
So
Someone
unless-
has, by the way, I forget who. Someone has the scroll of locate creature. And I forget who has it.
Did I end up with it?
I think you did, because
I think
like
I ended up with it.
because it was one of
think
the
we
wizards
gave
that
it to
had to
you.
cast it, and
Yeah,
Anaya
exactly.
wasn't there.
Yeah, I think we like the plan was to give it to Anaya, but yeah, she wasn't here, so we just ended up giving it to you because you were the next best one.
Write it down.
Yeah, I should
We
write it
also
down.
discovered that I think I can cast it at some point, but
It's
Yeah.
not in my list, so I can't.
And you would have a
It-
better time casting it than I would.
Yeah, no, it's not in. Yeah, it's not on my
I
list.
don't think it's in sorcerer. No.
I
No,
don't.
yeah, no, we checked. I don't think locate object is either. I'm assuming so if locate creature isn't.
Locate.
You know what? I'm gonna do a
creature.
perception check for this before I try and do something to interrupt his.
Bard, blood mage, cleric, druid, paladin,
No,
ranger,
no,
rune
I'm not
master,
listening.
and wizard.
If I was listening in, I was gonna do something. I am not listening in. I am
Yes,
focused.
so wizard's the only class we have here that can cast it, which counts as the Eldritch Knight because that's a wizard base
Mhm.
spell list.
Yeah, because they use the wizard list.
Ye-
Do we use the scroll then, or do we try and pursue the item route first? We
I
should
can't
see if
remember-
anyone's got the item one.
Yeah, did we have the locate creature one for like locating the manticore?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Is that why we got it?
Yeah, because it's not a locate beast scroll; it's a locate creature. So it which should also could be used on people. But
Yeah, so yeah, it's just like any
Yeah.
living thing.
I guess next time we'll regroup. We'll try and go down the item route, and if that does not bear fruit, we will
Mhm.
try the creature one.
Yeah, okay.
So the three of you are outside the training hall.
Mhm.
Well, one of them at least. Violet is in her room.
How long have they been?
Probably 10-15 minutes since you've split off with Jonas.
I feel like for at least a good sort of 5 minutes, she would have probably still been in the cafeteria. Maybe kind of a bit wondering what the two teachers were talking about, but not really so much to go up and talk with them. Maybe trying to like listen to little bits and bobs, but I doubt really getting much information from it.
They've probably left much
Probably
earlier.
left?
Probably
okay.
45 minutes into the meal.
Okay. And then in that case, then I feel like it'd still probably just be like a few minutes, just sort of trying to wonder what to really do at the moment. Yeah, most likely, if there was a situation where they wanted to talk to me, I'd probably just head to my room and wait because I don't really have any idea on what to do myself. So I'll probably end up like going to my room and like more so either working on newer things that have yet to be like fully created, or maybe just reading a book. Just really depends on how long it takes. Because right now she doesn't really have the full scope of information.
You sit down, you read a book, you flick through some of your tools. You see Kay sitting on a little mobile, just like watching you as you work. Occasionally you like reach for a tool and she just like flies and places it in your hand. Crystal on the other side of the room is just standing patiently waiting by the door.
Every now and then it's like sort of a little like head turn to Crystal. Just like I know that Jonas has been very sort of on and off about like something there, but just trying just to see if there's anything that I noticed that he might be seeing or that looks out of place to me.
You look over once, same as always. A few minutes later, you look over again, same as always. A few minutes after that, you look over, and Crystal's head's just turned on like an angle, like looking at you as you look over at it. And then just goes, it's like, it's almost like it's curious as to why you keep like looking at it. And then, you know, you go back to your work. And then you look over again at some point, and its head is still cocked to that angle. And he goes, "Is there something the matter?"
Unsure. I just sort of gets up a little bit. Just looks a little bit sort of in the sense of like being unsure if she wants to properly approach in that sense. Like she's still got a lot of things on her mind right now, and looking at Crystal is kind of still flooding back of some of those memories that she doesn't want to kind of think of. So it's just like half looking away in that sense.
There seems to be something on your mind. Can I potentially help with it?
I'm unsure at the moment. Like, was it Jonas that gave you that dagger?
Yes, Master Jonas gave me the, I believe, a flame tongue dagger.
Was there a reason for this?
I believe it is because Jonas is not appreciating the games I am playing with him.
What sort of games are you playing with him?
She like takes a step towards you, and the eyes like shift from red to orange. It's like, one's to pass my time.
I see. Just make sure that I don't know if it's the best idea to be that forward.
Takes another step forward towards you and goes, "Why not? Are you worried people will find out?"
Turns her head away a little bit, just doesn't say anything.
Steps again. It's very deliberate, like single steps. Like, are you worried they will destroy me?
Of course. Why?
Steps again closer. Now it's like almost within arm's reach of you as it looks to you. And goes, "I wonder, if I were destroyed, would I be free or be gone?"
I guess that depends on how it happens. I don't really know myself. The call exactly wasn't 100% something I really knew about.
No, you did not. I wonder, if you were destroyed, would I be free or would I be gone?
What?
Just like staring at you, an arm's reach away, these unblinking eyes.
And She sort of looks a little bit back towards probably more so towards the eyes. Please, just a little subtlety, please.
Subtlety. Smiles at you. Well, as much as an unmoving face can.
Yeah.
The eyes shift a bit into you from the deep orange they are now. It's like they lighten a bit and darken into the red. He goes, I can do subtlety.
Just a little, a little bit more. I'm not ready. Just.
I cannot disobey you. And he it starts backing up all the way to the corner again. I cannot.
I just need her a little longer. And then probably just doesn't move for a bit. Realizes things are going back and then just goes onto her bed and probably lays down.
Yeah, you lay down, waiting for things to pass, waiting for your allies to come and get you, and stuff happens.
Yeah, and since it's an hour and a half in, I think we'll take our break there.
Yeah. Quick question as we do. Jeremy, do you feel vindicated?
A little bit.
This has been something since day dot.
I think I know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you have no idea.
Jonas casually has a chill up his spine.
I have
Yes,
an idea
happy?
of what it could be.
Wow.
It's
Keep your
clearly a
secrets,
Horcrux.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they exist in D&D.
It's called
Sort of,
phylactery.
yeah.
Could a lich theoretically have more than one phylactery?
I have no idea, probably.
I'm
They can get a new one when one is destroyed, so I'd assume they could.
yeah, but I mean like splitting it in a way that it.
I think that wouldn't increase its power, it would just decrease it.
I think it.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
A phylactery is like a source of its power. Phylactery is just its like reservoir. It's like storing your food in a different fridge. Like I wouldn't say no to that concept.
Cool.
It's the issue of if you had two phylacteries and one breaks, you suddenly lose half of the time you have stored.
Yeah. Anyway, be right back.
Bye. Let's go on break. Go on break.
Break is gone.
Go. The break.
You're
Jeremy,
right
what's
there,
on your
you're-
mind?
You're right there, Jeremy.
I think one way or another, Violet has gotten, whether it's like its power source or some sort of soul fragment of a Warforged. And she's constructed her own using that power source, quote unquote. And that's why it's like semi-sentient.
God, that'd be fucked though, right?
It'd be interesting.
But yeah, it's fun times.
That's what I think's going on.
You know, I love it. I love
It-
every
it's
everyone's weird
half.
things going on.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have your stuff. Anaya has her weird ass cat, and who knows? Jonas has his mum, and just the sadness that is. Farah has the church, and honestly, I don't even know what the fuck's going on with Agnes. They're just a bubble of joy, but
Agnes
also
is just
cute.
they're the one with the purest joy, which is great to offset whatever's happening in general with everyone else.
I'm
Agnes
pretty
is
sure Agnes is the only one not failing right now, and it's like
Yeah,
just
she's
here
here.
for the fun.
Agnes is the true BBG.
Yeah, all along it was Agnes.
I think they
I
were,
summoned the Manticore. It
like,
was
it's 'cause, like-
me.
Oh my god. I think there were like slight plans because you obviously when this was like premised, it was like you're all part of this like group as like to get extra credit so you can graduate. So there was like plans like a vague idea for Agnes to like also be failing because I guess she was busy doing other stuff or like too busy making friends. But it's much more interesting that she's not failing and just chose this for fun.
Yeah, it's a good like contrast to everything else.
Yeah.
Rebecca was like joking, haha, but we've never seen the Manticore and Agnes in the same room at the same time.
I'm just saying, yeah.
We haven't actually.
See, Agnes is the Manticore,
That'd be a
How do you
fucked
feel?
campaign.
secretly covering their tracks the whole time.
That'd be a fucked storyline to do a D&D. like something that just doesn't know that they're a polymorph like a monster.
Oh no.
But,
Yeah,
like,
it's a
not,
joke.
even not even the character knows.
It's a weird twisted lycanthropy.
No, it's like that.
Yeah,
it's
a
like the
really-
idea of the player who's a player who's just like a polymorph table, like a true polymorph table or a true
Oh,
polymorph
yeah.
chair. And so like they go through the whole campaign like just being a regular character until one day someone dispels them and they just turn into a table, and everyone's like, "Holy fuck, they died." That person just turned them into a fucking piece of furniture.
Well, they'll think that polymorph or something was cast, so they'll cast Dispel Magic and nothing will happen.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god.
It's the
That's
best
insane.
dumbass thing ever.
I'm gonna fucking kill your robot.
Don't.
It'll happen.
Please
I'm
don't.
sorry, but if
Please
it keeps
don't.
playing these games, I'm gonna snap mentally. I'm gonna fucking murder it.
And you'll snap her.
Don't look. It just needs
And
to.
then I'll kill the
pass-
Warforged, and apparently that's a good thing around here.
No, it just wants to pass the time. Like I'm sorry. It's taking a
But
lot
why
longer
did
than I
it
thought.
choose to play this game with me?
Because you're being suspicious.
You're also given the best.
That's 100% motivation.
Yeah.
It's because, like everyone, it's the one who reacts. It's the one who
Yeah,
gets fucked with.
Yeah,
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 like if you
you're
react
the-
too much,
you're
you'll get fucked with.
You're the
Yeah,
most fun
but
to.
if you get fucked with too much, I'll fucking kill it.
Please don't.
I want to.
D&D.
I make no promises.
I mean,
Indeed, one
I
thing
was
you
trying
can
to
do.
tell
I
her
don't
to
care
calm
if it.
down.
I don't care if it kills Jonas. Jonas will die knowing it was fucking
I-
evil.
I wouldn't really say. I wouldn't really say she's calming it down.
Or, yeah, I mean, you tried to tell it to not to do less of the fucking with him.
You know, the most terrifying part is if you try to kill it and you die on school grounds, you're probably just going to come back for a second chance.
Yeah, and I'm gonna fucking be more prepared.
This is Jonas's origin.
If that
story to
happens,
being
Dad's
a
gonna kill
Warforged
me.
hunter.
I want Jonas to fight the robot just so I can go, "Oh, you're approaching me."
No!
What about fucking drink, damn it?
Like, oh, wasn't that interesting?
I want Jonas
I'm
to
about
stab
to
it with his
initiate your
sword, and then he-
self-destruct sequence.
I want Jonas to stab it with his sword, and then the robot's like, "Oh, look at that! I've been impaled."
And while she does the DO plays, Kay is standing behind her like her stand. Floating 2, 3, 2.
I like the idea though that Yoda just walks up. It's like I'm about to initiate your self-destruct sequence.
Mhm.
I normally hate JoJo's, but even I would find that amusing in this case. So,
Oh, that wasn't JoJo's.
Yeah.
I do have to say, though, I actually did have to get up and walk away. You have successfully infuriated me as a player as well.
Which part, Sam?
Stop crying wolf.
I think it's the fact I'm trying to actually get into character that's just... yeah. When you get in character, you can get infuriated along
yeah.
with the
What
character.
actually was
You
your
don't
plan
think I'm
there?
infuriated?
Hmm?
I'm gonna kill this robot.
I got really furious.
I think I want
Kelly
you guys.
before.
I want you guys to know, this is Kim's idea that we're just fucking going to 100 with.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
no,
assume so.
I didn't. I wasn't expecting to straight away like AJ and Darian to like taking control of them, but I was like, I like this. This is actually brilliant. I don't have to do anything.
Oh,
I just let
and
them fuck with it, and I just gotta
Julian-
pretend to play along.
To answer the question, the plan was purely to see if she knew something about the actual thing that they weren't saying directly. There was a reason I changed far as question about from, illusion to conjuration then to runes.
No, that's fair.
That didn't clear anything up.
I'm
runes we found.
saying, far as
That should be everyone. right?
suspicions have changed.
That's everyone.
I believe
Yeah.
Mim is still away.
Yeah, but
She
that's...
is trying so hard not to suspect Austin, but you're not making this easy.
That's everyone we expect to be here at the moment. Yeah.
The robot was behind it from the start,
Get back into it.
No.
collecting enough pieces to make its own flesh.
No.
Fucking
The
suit.
party's clearly going to suspect itself. We're all sleepwalking.
So,
Jeremy,
Mm.
before we start, why do you think
I mean,
that she's the only person without a roommate?
It's not that.
Gotta kill this
Fucking
fucking
physical.
robot.
Have we
I could
established,
just ask.
have we established who Agnes's roommate is, or if
No.
she has?
we
one?
haven't established. We had the makeup line already, right?
I
Yeah.
appreciate it so much. I'm not gonna forget Lionel Richards now.
I don't even know if I've got a roommate.
You do.
Literally all of you have roommates except Violet because we've established this as canon.
Okay, yeah.
I think
or-
my particular situation came about because it was specifically requested not by me but probably my father.
Just towards you as DMs, Farah, along the lines, is probably actually going to try and get to know Lionel after all this is over.
That's fine.
That's all I'm saying.
doesn't have a roommate until it becomes relevant.
If you want a roommate to exist and you have an idea of what your roommate is, put it in the chat. We'll run with it. But until it comes relevant, we make them up on the spot. They're in the box with the poison.
Did you say Lionel was like a night owl?
Yeah.
That might be one of the few characters I may have actually like had maybe slight interaction with Christine. Depending.
Maybe they were a past roommate and they left you. Went for someone safer.
I never had a roommate.
Christine's roommate was a fucking mirror.
It was myself.
Alright.
She hated me.
So,
Jesus Christ, man.
Story.
just as a quick question, are you having your battle? Are you two actually going to do a sparring match? Or
I mean, if we're gonna waste a bit more time, yeah, I 100% will fucking take him up on this.
I'll kick
It's
Farah's
gonna be
ass.
6 sessions.
Don't even start me.
okay. As this conversation between Jonas and Agnes is happening,
You know what? I want to trigger this. I want to throw my pack magic fucking was it a quarterstaff at him? As my way of saying, bring it on.
as this conversation's about to wrap up, Farah's been like summoned her quarterstaff and starts bonking the training dummy. Obviously, still not letting her frustrations out because it's not fighting back. And then just like grabs the end of it, pulls back, throws it as it pirouettes in the air, slams Jonas in the back of the head, and then teleports it back because of the pack magic powers.
Oh, it's on now.
As we get into this combat, I guess. Agnes, if you wish to participate on the sidelines by doing help actions or spells, also roll initiative, but we'll have both of you roll initiative, I guess.
I don't think I'll do like spells or anything because I mean like this is their thing. Like it feels like cheating if I get involved.
Okay.
But she will like
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean like okay. I mean, I can't. She will be like you know like doing cheerleading for both of them on the sides. I can't like actually make pom poms and everything, but yeah, she's like.
The one time a conjuration was living a great idea.
As Farah like makes the way to the central pillar of this area, Jonas like gets ready in the position where he is. Agnes being like, oh, we're in a training room, I should probably do this. It goes to like the door, closes it, and then like flicks a switch and like a magic bubble radiates around the small little like the pavilion that they're fighting in.
So, any rules other than just weapons?
Oh, you want weapons? Very well.
Oh, we could do this fist to fist if you want.
Oh, you're the one initiated. You lay down the rules, and I'll still break you.
Fine. Hands on me.
Daddy.
Daddy,
So I guess this is a fist fight then.
Yeah, as you like throw your packed quarterstaff away, it fizzles into the void where it comes from. Jonas like gets however he like carries his hand axes and trident.
I sort of have my own like pseudo magic
Okay,
thing,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
extra dimensional
Oh yeah,
stuff.
you're right. I forgot. I thought you had it like tied on you. That's all good. Yeah, I was gonna be like, he drops his belt that's got the stuff on, and just goes into
Well,
a
I
fight.
I can have two, but I can only summon one, so I only carry one weapon on me and one weapon to the extra space.
So he like picks up like he takes one of the hand axes that he's got not thinged, like not even looking at the target dummy, just spins it, tonks it in the chest, and gets into a fist position, and you've got the speed advantage. It's your turn.
Alright. So say we're like 30 feet away from each other?
Yep.
Alright. I bonus action cast Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
Now I'm fast as fuck, boy. So, and is that as part of it? Yeah, and then when you cast it, so I dart forward towards you, and I bop.
Go ahead, roll a strength attack.
What a quick attack.
Oh, I need an unarmed.
It does have priority on move. It's like extreme speed. That's why it goes first.
Yeah.
No, it's just your strength, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll just.
Yep. I think a 19 beats your armor. Yeah.
And it's 1 plus your strength mod, or is it 1 or your strength mod at the time?
1 plus strength mod.
Yeah,
take 5 damage.
unless you have Tavern Brawler.
Yeah. So you get hit for 5.
And we're level 3. Okay. And then for the rest of my movement, I'll dart back 30 feet,
Oh, you son.
which does invoke an attack of opportunity.
It does.
Does or it doesn't? That's
It does.
dash, not disengage.
Yeah. Go ahead. If you want to
That's
mark
I
good.
assume I'm not wearing my armor, so let me fix
Yeah.
my AC.
I'll use my reaction.
Just go to your inventory and turn your armor from
Right,
the
that's what I
shirt.
should do. Change.
Do I have armor on as well? Actually, I should take that off.
Alright. My AC is back down.
Do I wear armor?
I think
I don't
with
know, do
leather.
you?
Can.
You either have leather
yes,
or
no,
nothing.
I do. Yeah, no, I did. There we go. It's now 12.
Okay.
It's like one more.
That's pretty good.
Cool. Yeah, I'll take that reaction strike at you.
Forest turn.
So, yep. So I can do that reaction strike on his retreat.
Yes.
So that's that, which becomes a miss, I'm assuming.
8.
Cool. Well, you retreated 30.
Yep.
Shame that doesn't outspeed me. I'm actually just going to run straight up to you and go for another strike. It's like I miss the Farah goes for one punch, misses, not preparing, not expecting you to move as fast, runs at you, goes for another strike.
Crits.
Yep,
Was-
which
There we
I was,
go.
I was going to use shield, but
Oh, okay.
how does a crit work on unarmed? Is it just
It's still 1 plus strength.
Yeah.
well, does
so,
it
yeah.
become 2 plus strength because it,
You know what?
it doubles the 1 default?
Sure.
Cool, you
It's
take 3
2
damage.
plus. Yeah.
Well, roll on the table first.
Yeah, roll the
roll
crit
on
table.
the table? Light?
What the
Roll
table
standard.
did?
Standard, yeah. Because you could do a special effect. You don't.
You don't. Okay, you
Max damage
deal
plus extra damage, which
4 plus. Your strength mod is 1 plus 2, so you deal 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay,
Yep.
I take 3 damage.
not sure what the extra implies here. I assume that's just the extra dice.
Yes.
So I ticked off my shield anyway
Yep.
because
Mhm.
I did use it regardless.
Your turn, I think. Yep.
I hit back.
That's
Hi.
Let's do that.
miss.
Misses. Okay. I then dart back another 30 feet in the other direction. Oh, actually, I dart 60. Dart my full
Okay.
dash 60.
Oh.
And then I take a stance and I do the hand movement like come get some.
Hold on, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If you got dual wielding, can your fists be dual wielded?
No.
They're not light.
They're
Not
not light
finesse.
They're
Unless
definitely
you're a
light.
monk.
Yeah. I mean, while I'm not going to chase you full that, I will. Yeah, no, I'll very much try to keep up with you, moving slightly more than half of that towards you. And then I will take a. You know what? I will also follow following the idea of taking a stance as I will go into a more defensive dodge stance, which I don't think I have the effect for, but you know how dodge works, I assume. So
Yeah. I have disadvantage. It's fine. At that, assume that's your turn.
mm-hmm.
I will dart for you again. And a bop. You already got dodge effect on.
Yeah, I would
It
sure.
won't proc disadvantage anyway because it's not an attack, so I don't have.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Oh, you're
Oh
lucky.
my
Drops the crit, but you still hit.
But I still
Yep,
hit, right?
that matches my AC.
You take another 5 damage.
So that puts me on 10. Just adjust that. Yep.
And then I action surge.
Mm-hmm.
And I hit you again. Disadvantage again.
Pussy die.
Miss.
And misses. Okay, that'll be my turn. I'll end it in front of you.
Cool.
Yep, that's great. Farah's just happy to have something to punch. She goes for another strike on you. Miss. No, wait, what? Sorry?
My AC is 11, dude. With no armor.
I was gonna say, how do you have lower than me?
Because my dex
Okay,
is 1.
that's a grand old total of 2 damage. And you know what? No, Farah is respecting that she said fists only, so
I've already cast magic, so magic's on the table.
she doesn't care.
Hmm.
If she cared, she would be using goddamn shocking grasp on you.
Right.
Welcome to, but I have no metal, so you don't get advantage.
That's fine. Yeah, no, that's you.
You know who you win advantage on with that though?
Right. Top of the order is Jonas.
The robots.
I'm aware. Alright, and up off again.
Miss.
Miss.
Miss. I'll wait a little bit more. Alright, that's my turn.
This is
She's striking again. This time she's aiming straight for your face and missing.
This is, yeah.
I like that. Neither of you are trained fist fighters. Farah, I feel like, is the kind of person who throws fights like a drunk in a bar fight.
Yep.
You throw fists like drunk in a bar fight. Like every punch you throw is a haymaker, and that's why it's really easy for Jonas to dodge a bunch of them. Well, Jonas, you're a soldier. You know how to fight. But Farah's wily, so it's like even when you think you've got it, Farah like twists out of the way.
I feel like Jonas was expecting Farah to actually use magic.
I was ready for you to start blasting when I
Yeah,
was
no,
30 feet away.
Farah just goes for the strike at your face, misses, I assume, because you dodge, and then, yeah, it's back to you.
Yeah, but also Farah is it based like kind of in a frenzy, like rage, just like
she's mad.
wildly punching.
This is just blowing
yeah,
off steam, if anything.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
almost wish I could use Booming Blade with my fists, but I can't because it's quite a weapon.
Anyway, yep.
I bought.
Uh-huh.
And a miss.
Miss.
Gonna... Oh, actually, no, you already action searched, didn't you?
I've already action surged.
Cool. And, yeah, is that everything?
Yep.
Farah, again, dodging, will go for a sort of roundhouse punch at, instead of your face, more your side, like a jab. Or at least what she thinks it is. And
Wait, yeah.
hit. You take a
Wow.
grand total of 2 damage.
Cool.
Yep, back to you.
Alright, so Jonas this time sort of pulls back and almost goes for a count, like a stance to counter. So he's like his left fist forward, his right fist back, but then hits you with his left fist, sort of like a feint attack, and I miss
You look, I've been in
entirely.
enough bar fights to know a feint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do the left fist punch, and Farah just like catches it.
Followed by, this time, an uppercut, or attempt to sort of knock you back a little. You know what, would that be a push? Shove?
You can
You
choose to do a
make
shove
attack.
Yeah, rather than an actual, like, physical trying to damage you. I think it's shove, that's strength v strength, right?
You
No, the
literally
shove
no one
attack
uses
is an
shove.
attack roll.
Cool,
That
I
would
can't
be a
remember what
grapple.
shove is, so...
Shove is an attack roll.
Okay, so yeah, just...
It's a roll, so
Hits.
that's a hit. Yeah, so you
Push me back
you-
5 feet or knock me
Yep.
prone.
No, just push you back.
Okay. Like, alright.
And then, yeah. Just
I'm
take
going
that
to-
stance again.
I'm gonna do something really dumb just to see if it works. I
Go
want
for it.
to step forward, and I want to like poke her in the forehead. And I want to cast light right on her forehead.
He has light in her eyes. Okay.
She got
Like
a
that.
save.
I believe it's a saving throw.
Can you make a dex saving throw DC 12? Oh, bitch.
Flashback.
Hey, dodge out of the way,
You
that's fine.
flashbang right in front of her eyes, but she closes her eyes. And then when it's over, she opens them again.
Uh-huh. That's my
in the
turn.
corner, Axe is like, I thought this was a fist fight.
So you move back into range, yeah?
Of course.
Yep, another strike.
From next to you, Agnes, you hear, yeah, I thought it was too.
This time, Farah,
What?
instead of trying to strike you, like, sort of in the face or the upper body, this time goes for a low kick.
It misses. So
Over to you.
I like parry it with my own legs, sort of like MMA style.
Small crowd is forming.
As your leg's up, I'm gonna try and bring my elbow down to like push right on your to hit right in your thigh, like sort of give you like one of those corkies, whatever they're called.
Yep.
take another 5 damage.
Yep, puts me on 15.
My turn. Jumping again.
Farah, at this point, you know what? Farah's not doing that yet. No, Farah will still go for another hit on you. This time, sort of a more direct punch, just straight at you again.
That hits.
That hits. That's another 2 to you.
So with that attack, with Jonas getting that shot on fire and Fire getting the shot back on Jonas in response, Agnes, you hear the voice next to you and you're like, "Who's with me?" You turn and Marty's just standing there.
Why?
And you guys do that, and he's just like, "That's going really good. It's really great."
You already
Can I have a
noticed
word with you all?
You going for another strike, Eunice, or are you just gonna...
Yeah, first things first. You see Jonas take a deep breath and then exhale, and his sort of arms, legs, everything limbers up again. I'm going to use second wind.
Mm-hmm.
Marty just looks over at Agnes and is like, "I already know who's gonna win."
And then a bop. And I missed. That's 2 1s. Got to get him out now.
No. At this point, rather than fire directly striking back at you, just sort of... I want to say grabs you. So I will do a grapple on this to see if you try and avoid it, but we'll basically try to grab your sort of shoulders, so grapple's strength, right?
It's an athletics
Oh,
check.
it's athletics, so that would be no real difference, I don't think. No.
Then I'll do my athletics. Oh, you've grappled me? Yep.
Yep, Fire basically puts her hands on his shoulders and just says, Why do you have to insist we keep trying to go into danger?
Going to
She's
make a couple contracts.
not trying, she's trying not to look directly at you while saying this, just to be clear.
To Jonas, is that what you're saying?
To Jonas, yes. That she's not directly grappling, she's actually just holding her shoulders. I just wanted to see if he dodges it.
What is all these con saves?
I got to make sure.
Well,
Well, it's concentration check for
expeditious
expeditious
retreat.
retreat.
Ah,
So I'm
yeah,
just gonna
it's still
roll a
up.
couple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
still
good.
up.
All right,
Yep.
cool. I bop back. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then as it connects, like, you got to focus on the here and now.
Yep.
And you take another 5 damage.
Uh-huh. So that's
Are you still up, Farah?
on 1.
Okay.
Fara's,
Oh my gosh.
Fara's not looking so good.
At this point, you guys are like winding up for the next round, and Marty just like walks directly up between the two, like walk up to you two fighting. He's like, "Yeah, I think this is done now."
I was gonna say Fire is just sort of, she was about to walk off anyway. Like she's trying to hide it as best she can. She's actually getting quite watery-eyed over this one, as in she really just doesn't want them to go into further danger. She wasn't joking with what she said.
Yeah,
Do I
Agnes
see
would pick up on that.
the watery eyes? Do you want to roll like a deception check or something?
Yeah, sure. Deception? Where the fuck's deception there?
It's on the D.
Alphabetical order. Honestly,
Yeah.
you're still probably okay. Yeah, no.
Mhm.
Seeing as the watery eyes, Jonas, like, he stands,
It's
drops, and
technically a different thing.
just stands there.
Mm-hmm. Look, she's not doing so well.
You're right, Farah.
Let's just go. And we'll push past Marty.
Yeah, he's just like there. He's like looking at you all. He's like, "Go where?"
Wherever the fuck you want to go.
He looks around the empty room. Yeah, I was gonna say this is a pretty good spot.
Mhm.
Jonas stands there as she's walked away. Just gotta remember, I'm not fighting other people like me.
Fine.
Should've held back more.
She will go sit over in the room and just sort of leave Queenie on Marty's shoulder.
Agnes will ask Marty, like, "Do you know if she's okay? I mean, you know stuff."
No, no. As in, no, she's not okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that no?
No,
She
no.
has to know, and no, she's not okay.
One moment. And like you look up because you're looking at him, Agnes. He's like looking down. He's like, 1 second. He quickly says something and does a quick hand sign, and then his eyes flash like blue for a second, and he looks around, and he's like, "Hey, Farah, how about you go get some fresh air?"
I mean, she was just going to sit and let look through Queen's eyes, but sure. I assume this is more something she hears.
Yeah, this is like Marty calls out and says that to you.
Yeah, she'll go just sit outside. Not very going far, just wants to stay in range for Queen here.
Once she leaves,
I assume I can go within 100 feet and sort of be away.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you go outside, sit down, go into Queen as you were planning. Once the doors close, Marty looks at Jonas and Agnes and is like, so that thing about not going into danger. I need you to break into Bartholomew Austin's room.
I'm sorry. What?
What?
He looks over at the door and goes, "There's an arcane eye following Farah."
Oh.
Hang on. Do I need to roll a thing if Agnes knows what an arcane eye is?
Roll Arcana. It's not
Yeah.
typical.
Yeah, I should probably do the same.
Yeah,
not because
because
savvy.
From third level
bad.
magic up, it's pretty much unless it's in your spell list, you probably need to roll to see how much you know.
Yeah, Agnes, you're not 100% sure. It sounds like a weird magic thing, but Jonas, you with that, like you know what an
Use
arcane
that
eye
shit
is.
for reconnaissance and
Yeah.
stuff.
is that bad?
It means she's being watched.
And you want it? So you do suspect that it's him?
Well, from what Farah told us earlier, and the fact that she's being watched by an arcane eye, and the fact that Farah told Bartholomew all the things she did, he is one of the key suspects.
Do they even know why I'm listening through Queenie? Just
I-
curious.
Agnes.
When you
will,
do they know if they speak when you say do they know, when you think that, Marty looks up, sees Queen, and just eyebrow quirks at you and nods, yeah, he's aware, he knows.
Mhm.
Okay.
Wait, should we be saying stuff now?
Well, the eye can either see or hear. Also, it's not in the room right now, and they have pretty limited range.
Okay, but we're safe right now.
For now, I don't see any on you two.
Okay, cause, I went to, Agnes will recap the stuff with the spines, and also point out that she showed Farah that stuff.
There's a long, audible pause, and Marty's like,
Fine.
"Yeah, so Voss and I are gonna go distract Bartholomew for a bit. Can you two break into his room and see if you can find any evidence?"
What, right now?
Right this very second?
About looks at a wrist that has nothing on it. I give it 10 minutes.
Do we
if
have
you wanna
enough
get
time
any-
to get the others?
Sure. Probably.
We know where they are?
I'm sure he's like, I'm pretty sure Violet's in her room right now, and Anaya should be returning to her room by about now.
Okay.
Or maybe the lunchroom. Anaya's a question. I'm not sure where she is 100%.
Okay, I kind of look at Jonas do you want to get Anaya, and then I'll get Violet? Also, where is his room, actually?
Bartholomew's?
Yeah.
Jonas
Yeah,
knows. He's
that's
been there before. He was there the other day.
Oh, he
Okay.
was. Okay, so just because I'm real bad with names, was he the one that I barged in on?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so, yes.
Fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
We
Oh.
He was
we
the-
kind
he's
of
the one that- He's the one that has
yeah.
the chickens.
Yeah.
yeah, he was the one that we suspected majorly because his knowledge of the thing plus being a older teacher plus falling
Having
into the
chickens.
school.
And
Like,
the
fully-
So
basilisk.
I just think everything that I've come to conclusion about has just been wrong.
I know
Yeah.
I'm not in this conversation technically, but I do want to remind Agnes of one little detail, and you did go over with the spines. It was the fact
Yeah.
that you mentioned the last person we knew had it was Kynan, but
Yeah, well,
then it was
yeah.
missing the month following when Austin got it.
No, other way around.
Yeah, so
Other way
yeah.
around.
Other way
Other way
around.
around?
It
Right.
was reported there with Bartholomew, and it was reported missing with Kynan, which is
Right,
how I
okay,
thought it
thank
was
you.
going to happen.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
where the implication is.
Yeah.
That's when Austin took it and just said, "Yeah, it's here," and then
Yeah, no,
the
sorry, that's
next
my
month
bad.
when Kanan did it is no, this isn't here.
Yeah. Sorry, that's my bad on mishearing that earlier.
No,
yeah,
so
it's,
that was
it's totally here. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, Agnes herself wasn't directly implying that, but like she like showed you the information, being like, so like when Bartholomew checked 3 months ago, it was here, or at least he says it was here, and then a month later, Mr. Morden said it wasn't here. Like she shared that information with you, and like showed you, be like you can see through, like right checking the spines.
Right. Well,
teachers
then,
thing.
as they're finishing up their conversation, telepathically, Queenie's basically going to be told to sort of peck Marty on the cheek as a thank you, and then she's going to walk off to the library where it's quiet.
Oh wait, Marty like looks at the bird and he spreads one hand across, and in like a little illusion just writes in the air. It's following you, not the bird.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do the bird stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Still gonna go to
Jonas?
the library.
Jonas, you get Anaya, I'll get Violet. We'll meet at the cafeteria, and then we'll go to Bartholomew's room up from there. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Jonas goes, retrieves his axe, puts it away, and then starts briskly making his way to Anaya's dorm.
As
Speaking of Anaya.
Yeah.
So, going back a little bit, after you left the lunch table earlier this morning, Anaya, you went off to go check and see if a letter had arrived. You make your way there. You know where the post room is. It's near the front of the school, basically near the reception. When you get there, initially there's no one there because it's pretty early in the morning. You have to wait like 10 minutes before someone shows up. You ask them if there's a letter, and it's like, sorry dear, there hasn't been any letters here today. With everything going on, we have to wait for the guards to escort the deliveryman in to come see what we've got. And then you have to wait even longer, and then another 20 minutes passes, and finally you see this like really sheepish looking just like guy come in wearing like a city uniform, holding a little bag, and he like walks in. There's two members of like the city guard with him, like full armor, weapons, like marching behind him. And he's like, hey, I'm here to deliver a letter. Do I do that here? And he's like, yeah, you do that here. He's like, okay, here. And he gets the bag, and she flicks through the thing, and she pulls like, oh, you've been waiting? Here you go, darling. And she hands a little letter that's been written to you.
So much. And she will quickly take that and just leave, and she will start pulling it open and reading it, like as she's back to the dorm.
Yeah. So I've messaged you the letter. Feel free, if you want to read that loud, you can. Otherwise, you can keep it to yourself.
I will keep this to myself.
Okay. Yeah, and then you head back. You head to your room to read the letter. Quite a bit of time has passed, and you go over it. And about this time is when Jonas she rocks up to knock on your door, I assume.
Well,
Knock, Jonas.
Alright, I just went to pee real quick. Yep. I knock on the door.
hold your bladder, bitch.
Peeing is for the weak.
She's unresponsive. She's just probably going over this letter like again and again.
It's like several quick raps on the door. It's like, Naya.
Oh, yeah, 1 second. She'll get up and she'll open the door.
When you open the door, the cat is stuck on a 90-degree angle to the door,
Yeah,
but at like knee height.
Yeah, so we gotta go now.
Oh, what are we doing?
We are breaking in somewhere. I'll tell you on the walk back. We're gonna meet up at the cafeteria.
Oh, okay, 1 second. She just leans down, pulls the cat off the door, and steps out, closing the door.
Does it make a very satisfying unstuck noise?
Oh no, it's like a very unsatisfying. It's like a slurp.
Like Velcro?
It's like
It's like a suction cup, so like a tentacle or something.
It's like the sound of like if you get that like really cheap goo, like jelly goo you can buy from like Kmart or some shit or like Target. It's the sound of like pulling it in half.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It's a wet sound.
Yeah, and as we're walking, Marty's told us that him and another teacher are gonna make a distraction. We're gonna break into. It's Ostenwagen, right?
Bartholomew.
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 So many
Bartholomew.
fucking long names.
Yeah.
We're breaking into
Bartholomew.
Breaking in there.
because he's the key suspect. Also, there's an arcade eye over Farah.
Who's in the library, but you don't know that.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we should hurry.
Yes. We make our way to the cafeteria, waiting for the others.
Yep, you two meet up. Fligros, Agnes, you rush to Violet's room.
Yeah, and she'll like rap on the door a bit, like so, like I assume to where Violet can hear, like, and like much more panicked than she's ever heard Agnes be. Just kind of like Violet, Violet.
The second you touch the door just opens immediately, and there's just Crystal standing there, like, "Hello,
Ah, Crystal. Where's Violet and Kay?
Violet. Agnes is here."
Okay.
But Violet's probably like laying like on her bed. Pillow probably like kind of held a little bit over her ears, a little bit, like head tipped to the side, like away from, like more towards the wall, and it's just kind of a bit not unresponsive, but like the sense is that she's just like obviously not hearing.
She stings, frantic.
Violet like runs up to the bed, like goes to like grab your hand, and then realizes you're in like this lying position. But like, are you alright?
Sorry, what's the matter?
Okay, cool. We need to go. And I just like grab her hand and like kind of drag her off the bed and out the door.
Okay.
Okay, we're breaking into Bartholomew's office. Marty suspects him. We need to do it now.
All right.
Yay, crimes.
Okay.
Shh, it's Crystal. Be subtle.
Sorry, crimes.
Turns to Crystal, like, so as I'm sort of, I guess, moving past, sort of have that contact. I'm just like, just follow. And yeah, just sort of as I get pulled across, just pick up my weapon. I assume I probably don't actually have my armor on in that case.
It's up to you. Like, do you wear big armor?
I do wear heavy. That's the point. Like, I wear medium.
You take time to put it on if you want.
How long does it take?
I don't know how long medium armor takes to put on. It's one that I don't remember. I know that like heavy's like 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes. Like 5,
Yeah.
probably.
I think with someone assisting you, it's like it halves the time as well.
Then yeah, I'm gonna quickly put on my armor.
Okay. Yeah, and then Agnes will help. And if Crystal wasn't already helping.
I
Yeah,
would not.
Crystal.
I
yeah,
try not to actually have Crystal help me for once.
Okay, then Agnes will
Like,
help.
yeah, like for once, like if Crystal like probably tries to like do the normal routines to try to help, and then like her hand just comes up like just softly, just like towards it, just like head shake.
The arms
And
like
just-
stop. So yeah, medium armor normally takes 5 minutes. With someone helping you, it takes like 2 minutes.
And then yeah, just rush along to wherever I'm being led to.
And she'll kind of fill you in with the like, Farah's got an arcane eye. Barty came to see us. He told us to break in while him and Boss do a distraction.
Yep.
It's happening in like 10 minutes or less than that now. Because, yeah, we're meeting up at the cafeteria and then we're going to his room to look for stuff, see if there's anything incriminating there.
She intently listens to it, like listening to all the detail and catching her up, and but like she just sort of more so looks forward towards where we're going, just to make sure, like, just being careful and rushing around, trying to put herself into a focus mode of something's happening. This needs my focus now, and isn't really probably responding to like just going yeah, and just moves forward with you.
Now, take it to the cafeteria.
Okay. As
Yeah, you are.
the 4 of you meet up in the cafeteria.
Is everyone ready to do this?
Probably as best as I can. Yeah.
Quick question then before you go. Farah, are you you're in the library? Are you doing anything with Queen?
Sitting and just sort of, I guess, playing with Queen's wings, talons.
Okay, so you just
while thinking about the fact she should have studied harder or something, and yeah.
like, damn, I've been here a while and there are so many books. Fuck, I read like one of them.
Yeah, she's just gonna find it after a while. While they're doing all this stuff, she'll probably just find a, I don't know, ask the librarian for some sort of storybook to read or something.
No, cool. Just checking to mate to see if you were sending Queen with them or not.
No. In this case, she's keeping Queen with herself.
Cool. All right, so you guys in the cafeteria. Giggity go time, I guess.
Yeah, Agnes has a quick moment of like, oh, where is Farah? I don't know where she went. I guess we'll have to find her later.
She seemed.
We probably shouldn't be here anyway.
Yeah, she's taking a personal day.
Okay.
Is that because of the thing that you mentioned?
I don't necessarily know if it's that. It's probably something a bit deeper. We'll discuss when we get back. Time is of the essence.
Please, let's go.
She has some
Please.
other stuff going on.
Please go.
Yeah, we got to do this now, and then we'll
Let's start leading the way.
address everything else later.
All right. So,
All right.
as the group of you run down to the transmutation tower, you eventually climb into the stairs up into the room where Bartholomew Austin has his classes. What are you guys doing? You're outside the door.
You see the door's little note on it that says, it's like, room empty, teacher away.
Alright,
God, how smart am I gonna be today? Transmutation.
Be careful. I suppose keep an eye out just in case there's any alarm.
There's probably no
think that-
point trying to be careful if there is an alarm. If we have to be in here, the alarm's gonna go off anyway.
Can anyone detect an alarm?
I don't have that spell.
Or dispel an alarm.
I don't think I can even get
Yeah, no,
close
I
to
do
doing
not.
that.
I do
Alright, well,
I don't know.
I'll have a quick look to see if I can see any glyphs or any indication that something's been left here.
Make perception or an arcana.
Investigation as well.
Could I do the
Or
same?
investigation. Yeah, sure. Anyone who wants to.
What do
I'll
I
take
got?
yeah.
No.
All
No,
three are the same
no.
number.
My mind is stuck on that
Oh, I
letter in
Arcana,
confusion.
yeah.
Me-
I'll do
Okay.
Arcana.
I should have
Something
made it
quick.
an investigation. It's my bad, but it's the same modifier.
So,
Yeah, as
Let me.
I didn't even hear the Arcana one. I was just like, investigation. Okay.
hey, it worked. You like look through the little window to try and see anything inside. Nothing catches your attention. Agnes, you like look around the door, trying to notice to make sure if there's anything like trappy or like magic-y. You don't see anything on the door itself. You do notice the door is unlocked. This one. And Violet, you do notice a little glyph off to the side, but directly under the glyph is, if teacher is absent, press here to summon them.
Don't press that.
Don't press that one.
What was the other glyph? Like, anything recognizable or not really? You said that too, right?
No, just the one. From
Okay.
the very front or the edge of the end, because like this leads into the classroom where Jonas and that had the conversation before, and then
Okay.
there's another door on the other side of the room, which is where Bartholomew's office is.
That's probably where the alarm's
That he
gonna be.
stormed into.
Alright,
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is where we should be. Do we just
Alright.
go?
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna open the door and walk through.
Yep, you open the door and you go in. It's not locked.
Yep.
There's a little ding 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 as you step through. There's a little bell above it, but you know that he's not. You at least probably aware he's not here right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Hopefully.
was
Hopefully
gonna
my
say-
lost
His,
the
his
distraction.
clone though is over there.
Yeah. It's simulacra.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's probably more reliable.
So yeah, this large, partially circular room. There's the tiered stairs, tiered desks going down towards an area in the center where demonstrations would be, backboard stuff on the back wall, and then near the back, but off to the side of it's another door leading into a different room.
Where was his office? I don't really.
Pretty sure it's that one.
Through the only other door, yeah.
Like, is it like just his office there, or is it like? That's it.
I
Like,
have
It's
no
just-
idea. Got to make a start.
It's a small staircase.
Agnes goes.
There's a small staircase with like a door at the top, and then like because the room seems to be like this like cut off section that seems to be above the classroom seems to be at least 2 tiers tall.
I see.
Yep. And then directly through the door, like basically you go through the door and there's like a little storeroom for stuff for the classroom, and then the stairs are directly to your left when you go through the door.
Okay, cool.
But do you guys want to quickly check that door for an alarm?
I can give it a shot, but again,
And,
like,
and I'll look around to see if there's like, what kind of roof? I assume there's like just a wood roof.
It's a wooden
like,
ceiling.
Yeah, it's a wooden ceiling.
Judging by how the castle looks, it's probably got a tiled roof above that.
So what are you looking for in particular, Violet?
I'm looking for any rooms along the door, or the frame of the door, or around it.
Okay. On the door itself, you go over it all. You don't spot a rune on the door itself or on the frame.
Not above, like the little frame bit, below the frame bit, like.
You look above, like this. On this side of the door, there appears to be no runes.
Yeah, like you can't see. There's no window on the door, and even if there was, you wouldn't be able to see.
Because it's on the other side.
360.
I can't see any runes on this side, but knowing that alarm can be placed on either end, I really can't tell.
Is it locked?
Well, I have a stupid excuse we can use if we get caught.
What?
I will just shake my cat until something falls out and say that I think my cat ate his things, and then you guys can maybe try to hide.
Could work.
if we-
I suggest we keep an
I
ear
don't-
out for the
what-
bells
What if we
on the
look for
door.
cat?
So
I want to attempt to pick the lock.
Cat ran away.
Yeah, so this door is like locked.
Oh, sorry. I want to try the door, see if it's locked.
Nice.
If it's
Yeah.
locked, I want to attempt to pick the lock.
Okay.
Alright, go for it.
Roll
Thieves'
a-
tools.
I'm going to use my thieves' tools because I have thieves' tools. Just sleight of hand.
Yes.
Technically, it's a thieves' tools check.
Well,
Oh yeah, well, yeah. See,
it's a nat 20.
Blind hand works.
Nice.
Literally, you're like, it's like this door is locked. You just like reach with one of the picks and go flick, and you just unlock it, and the door is no longer locked.
Like I imagine I test it a little bit. I take out my tools. They're probably like Smith's tools currently. I quickly transform them back into like thieves' tools. Adeptly swap to the correct tools, and just like within a couple of seconds, immediately unlock the door.
Alright, we
She's
don't have time to be impressed. Let's go.
So going through this door,
Wait,
you see
why-
directly opposite you. Oh, sorry, I'll describe this quickly. Directly opposite you, is just an open room. It goes off to kind of the right a bit as it kind of loops around the outside of this like curved classroom you're in. You see supplies in here. There's like shelves covered in like bits and bobs, like bottles, and there's some parchment and stuff and pens. The two main things in the room catch your attention are cages off on the side that Jonas, you'd have said like he brought chickens in. And then in the center of the room is a large cage with a petrified basilisk in it and a mirror opposite the basilisk. Yeah. And
Do
then
I
to your
see
left
any
is the stairs
fucking
coming up.
bird? 'Cause
What
there was
is
a bird
this?
here last time.
The bird was up in the room above,
yeah, the bird's in his office bedroom.
even if it is there.
At least that's why you remembered where it was.
Alright, let's tread carefully but quickly.
What exactly are we looking for?
Evidence, I guess.
Oh, okay. Both Naya and her cat will look then.
Yep, same.
Alright, so you guys are gonna like explore the downstairs area, or you guys can go upstairs.
Yeah,
Should
I'm
we
gonna start
split up?
going upstairs. That's where
I'm
things
gonna go
will be kept.
upstairs too.
Yeah.
So everyone's going upstairs.
I'll stay downstairs, so
Okay.
if somebody does come in, I can take sort of
Okay.
Your cat
attention.
plan.
Yeah. Like, but I will have a look downstairs while I'm down there.
Should I go
Right.
upstairs then as well? If
It's
people
up
coming
to
in?
you. You can just say you were accompanying me to return it if
Yeah,
you
if we want to break into teams of 2, just in case.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like we just okay. Yeah, I'll stay downstairs.
Okay, so Agnes and I are staying downstairs to look around, and Jonas and Violet are going upstairs.
Yeah.
So the two of you just rush upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is door locked?
Door at the top is also locked. Yes.
Have you brought the unstealthy constructs with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're both just like standing at the bottom of the stairs. They're following after Violet.
I want to attempt to pick this lock as well.
Go for it.
My lord.
With 11, you fiddle around with it for a moment, and you're testing it and you're trying. It takes you long on the first one, but after a minute, click, it unlocks.
Okay. Didn't have to destroy it. That's okay. That's good. You first. You probably have a rough idea of the room.
Before we go, I'd just say, just be mindful of. There's a bird in there. I don't know if it's his familiar. It's probably going to let him know what's going on. I don't know whether we just deal with it or what.
Dealing with it would probably still let them know that it's gone.
Well, regardless, we're screwed. At least we don't give him eyes to what we're doing.
Crystal, hold. If you find it, hold it. Cover its eyes.
Yeah.
You,
Crystal nods.
as you enter the room, you see a small bed, a desk, and a metal bird cage, one of those box ones, where 3 panels of it are fully like metal, and then there's one side with like the grill marks, like grills, like bars. As you look around, it seems to be void.
There's no bird in the cage.
No man in room.
Okay, that's. I mean, helpful, I guess. And yeah, just immediately rush to try searching. I'm gonna instruct Kay to also just like look around for anything that looks a bit out of ordinary from a just basic like sort of teacher's room.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
same. Start just looking
With
for
a
stuff.
brief description of it.
Anything that closely resembles the notes that I have, and just remember what the notes were that I left here, and relay that if you find those notes, those are what I had already left here when I spoke to him last.
Okay, so
okay.
basically you're just checking the desk for notes and stuff, and Violet, you're looking around for things out of the ordinary and kind of like, etc.
Yeah, I'm probably looking at like around like while he's at the desk, I'm probably going around it trying to see if there's any like spots for other stuff or like for bookshelves if there's like secret notes like held somewhere or like any kind of like secretive place to put things.
Yeah, I'll also look for a false panel while I'm at the desk.
I'm not looking.
If you're going to be searching stuff, both of them roll.
Yeah, roll it's
Yeah,
investigation
roll
for them too, and then
investigation.
while you two roll, Anaya and Agnes, what are you guys looking over? What are you guys doing?
So, what was here besides the
Sorry,
the-
Violet, roll with advantage because you have
Yep.
Kay helping.
Okay.
And down in that room, Agnes, you've got a basilisk in a cage and a mirror opposite it, which is it's turned to stone. There are cages off to the side that look like they used to have chickens, but you don't see any chickens in them.
Okay.
Crates in general full of materials needed for studies, a large cupboard, or a couple of large wooden cupboards up against one of the walls, a box full of stone.
What?
It's a box full of stone. There's like shelves with like casting materials and stuff in them as well.
Like just like solid stone, like someone just.
No,
poured
They're
concrete
like
into a box?
smooth. They're like smooth rocks.
It's like chunks of stone.
Chunks of stone. One could assume that they're backups in case a transmutation class breaks their transmutation stone in the middle of class and need to make another one. He's got stock prepared, etc.
Okay, they're not. Yeah, they're not pieces of the girl, are they?
No, they're just
No.
rock. That's what you want to check a bit. See if there's any girl parts in this rock box.
Who knows? There could be stuff under the top of the rock box.
Yeah, can I?
Wording.
Can I rifle through that?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, that's what you're
Anaya
doing.
will just kind of sort of search through everything, like, you know, look into boxes and all that, into the cupboards and everything, just kind of see if there's anything that seems out of place or such. And she will have the cat kind of walk around the walls and stuff, seeing if there's any sort of weird panels or maybe more hollow sort of style walls or whatever.
Since
Okay,
yours is not singular, like a singular object, you roll perception and
With advantage with the cat.
advantage with the cat, and you
And-
investigation for you, Agnes.
Alright, so we'll start from the bottom and work up. So Agnes, you're digging through this box of stone. You start pulling through the top layer of them, and you're like, "This is just rocks. It's just rocks. It's just rocks." You're like, for a while, you're like, you're thinking maybe you wasted your time looking through a box of stones, and then you get down, and you're about halfway down when you find something that actually is a bit out of the ordinary. And you reach down, you grab it, and you pull it out, and you realize you're holding what almost seems like the top part of a jaw, except it's made of obsidian.
Wait, obsidian?
Mm-hmm.
Is that all I can discern from it?
So it's just like the top jaw or something. Like there's broken parts where it was clearly used to be probably attached to more of itself.
It's as wide as a human's hand.
It's much smaller than a normal head.
I was gonna say, can I determine like from what kind of skull this was from?
You would know.
Like a human skull, or like a dog skull, or say.
Yeah, make a history check quickly.
Or nature check, actually makes more sense.
Or both.
That's the same. So
get both.
nature.
I would argue not both. It looks.
History's for a different thing.
It looks like humanoids. It's not elongated in any way that would put it in like a canine or a canine score, or like it's not in the shape of whatever a feline would be. It's certainly not a bird. It probably is a humanoid skull, though it is small. Maybe it's smaller than a gnome's would be as well. Like.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So smaller than, like, say, just like a child.
Yeah.
It's like a very tiny.
Again, like the width of the jawbone is probably the length of a human's hand.
I mean.
From one end of the
that
tooth.
way.
From one end of the tooth to the other. But it's I'm just saying, in comparison,
Yeah,
you're a gnome. It's
Yeah.
bigger than your palm,
Yeah.
but
okay.
still
Right.
small.
So that's what you find. Next up on the list.
I will pocket that.
Cool. Next up is Anaya. You're looking around the room looking for just anything out of the ordinary, but also like secret little cubbies and passages. The cat's walking along the walls and stuff.
Yeah.
You notice the cat walks along the walls. It just kind of absorbs things every so often. Like it walks across like a shelf, and every third item on the shelf is just missing when it passes by.
Yep.
It crawls down like part of a wall and around the corner, and as it does, you notice one of the shelves like shake a little bit, and you're like, "That's weird." The room is level, like everything in the room. I mean, you go over there and you realize that a section really down, basically near your foot, is actually been hollowed out slightly behind the shelf.
I will call Agnes over.
Yeah, she'll come over. Assuming this is like after she's done her jawbone stuff.
Probably, yeah. She'll show Agnes and just, this doesn't seem quite normal.
Yeah. So what is it like? It's the bottom of the shelf has been hollowed out.
Yeah, it's like there's a little cubby, like, yep, it's like there's a part of the shelf, like the wall itself has been like carved away, and the shelf is like kind of hiding it. So you can easily move stuff out of the way on the shelf and see behind into the cubby, and there's just like a little book, and like a collection of like little pages is just tucked back there.
And Maya will grab them and shove them into her bag, and then I'll be back in a second. I'm just going to show these other people themselves upstairs.
Before you do, you just hear as like the cat is bored and has started banging on the crate with the basilisk. And as you turn around, as you look at what it's doing, you see that the door is not closed on this cage.
Fair.
Oh.
In
That's
fact,
fine. It's petrified, isn't it?
Yep, it's stung. But you notice that the basilisk cage has no lock on it at all. Cool. And then you turn to go, I'm going to go upstairs and find them. As you go to start moving, you hear a as the door you guys came in from just swings shut. And now we'll come upstairs.
Cool. Well, we
that was
fine.
wind. That was wind, right?
Totally. Violet,
Yo.
with an 18, you were looking around the room for weird things and things out of the ordinary, etc., etc.
Yeah.
with Kay flying around, giving you extra eyes. You initially like, there's all these books on the shelves, and you're like, this might be a strange book there. So you start flicking through the books, and they're all very standard, very normal books. You're like, there's nothing here that could potentially be different. And then you just hear behind you, Kay, and you turn around to Kay like pulling a book off the shelf, and it stops, and there's a little clink, and a section of the shelf behind it like pops and slides across.
Oh.
Never good if you have a secret bookshelf.
I mean,
Someone's a
should've-
sucker for the cliches.
I should have figured this out after realizing the carpet.
All right.
Yeah.
You go over to what Kay's showing you, and you see behind this section, it's not like the whole bookshelf, it's like one specific section slides out, and behind it you find a bunch of books. These don't look like personal tomes, these look like magical books, like information would be stored in them.
Spellbook?
And just from skimming the spines of the books, you're like, oh, this is all like super illegal magic. Even from the few, you like grab one and you flip it open to a random page,
Handwriting.
and you don't actually. So you look for the handwriting. You actually notice a few of the pages are missing. And when you're reading from other books, you read across like a line at the end of one and the line at the start of one of the pages that Jonas has, and you realize that some of the pages Jonas has are pages that are missing from these books.
That's not good.
I immediately point that out to you and be like, so Kay found the compartment in the bookshelf. The bookshelf has books. Very illegal. I think it lines up to what you have. Badly. This is bad.
As you're getting
This whole thing's bad.
bombarded with information, you're looking around the desk. You look through the drawers, and you do find a false bottom on one of them. Underneath it, you see layers of parchment that, when you pull out and examine, seem to be a map of the school. And as you unfold and look at it, you see certain sections, little divots in the walls of the school, have been circled, have either been circled or marked with an X, or both. And as you investigate the map thoroughly, you find where the student has been captured, and you see that there were circles near the divots of that incident.
You notice that you make a quick history check, Jonas.
It's not great.
Did you say the student got captured?
No,
Killed.
turn to stone. Is what he meant. Thinking you're like, you don't really know what these markings are for. You think they're all around the school in different locations. Some of them are outside of the building. Some of them are inside of buildings, but you're not sure what would be in these spots. With a 9.
As you also investigate through the map, you notice that there's a big circle around the library, and specifically in one section of the wall in the library.
Oh boy, yeah, no, I think we've got enough stuff. I think we're good to bounce. This should be enough. We can't pull all this out of our ass, so let's grab and go.
As
When
you-
Anaya burst through.
It's like for later.
Yeah. So at the same time you guys are finding this, you're like, it's time to grab and go. You turn to go to the stairs. This is when you guys from the top of the stairs also hear the of the door at the bottom of the stairs closing.
Oh, I don't like that.
And a few seconds later, Anaya runs through the door.
Door downstairs closed. Also found some things in like a little cubby secret hole. Books, papers, haven't looked at them properly, but door closed.
Yeah, we've found some stuff too. I think we've got enough to go. We can
We
go.
need to go now.
And as
Agnes?
as this happens,
Downstairs, Agnes, you hear
No.
And you the mirror that's facing the basilisk. The mirror that faces the basilisk shatters, and at the same time, you watch a rune beneath the basilisk light up, and
What?
it starts shifting as its body starts lightening from a dull,
try-
deep grey.
Can I try and open the door that leads upstairs to where the others are?
Oh no! So the door that locked was the door that leads back into the classroom.
Aren't I in the? Oh, okay. So hands. Wait. So classroom door, which was the first one, that closed.
Yep.
What was the second one that closed, or is it you just
That
saying
was
that?
No,
the-
there was
there's
the
the same
classroom
door.
itself. There was a door at the back of the
Sorry.
classroom which we went through, which is a small little room area, and then there's an upstairs bit which led to where we are.
Yep.
Okay, wait, sorry. Did two different doors close, or were you just
The-
saying
the
just
same door.
reiterating that was
It's the same
Yeah,
door.
Same
you
door,
were
it
just
was just their point of view.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought it was two different doors closing. Okay,
That's
can I
okay.
try and open? Yeah, can I open that door? The one that
Yep.
that closed. The one, please.
You
the
rush
classroom, the way
over.
out of here.
You grab the door and you start pulling on it, trying to lock it. It's so locked. And as you turn it, you see little sigils around the actual handle itself.
Arcane lock.
Can I try and decipher them?
What were you saying, Agnes?
Can I try and like just very quickly see if I can decipher the locks? Or, like,
Oh,
sorry,
it's
the
an arcane
runes?
lock spell.
Okay, definitely know that. Okay, so magically locked can't be only done by dispel magic, correct?
It's very hard to unlock. You can force it, or you could unlock it with tools.
Or, like,
It's a lot more difficult.
Yeah, okay, very difficult, or just completely break down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think rolling initiative is pretty fair right now.
Yeah, I think initiative's supposed to be rolling.
We're doing that. Okay, we're doing that today.
Well, wouldn't we be doing that today?
What do you mean what are we doing it today? We're really doing
When
it
else do you want to do it?
Fuck,
Was
this
it
is a
2.5
bad time to
or
get a
was it 3.5?
2!
Yeah,
My brain
big
is
person
foggy
downstairs.
Guys, help!
And stop.
Good
Because,
luck.
like, yeah, basically since the cracking started...
No, wait, why am I
Agnes is
rolling their
just
initiative? They
yelling-
go after me.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why I moved. Did you change it?
Agnes is just yelling
No, there was a
upstairs,
button there,
guys,
Travis.
this is
Don't
bad!
push the button.
It was a new button I pushed.
Don't push the
Out
button.
of character. There's a tiny part of me that regrets not being there because I could have just jumped us out the window.
All right,
Wow.
Jonas, as you
Yo.
like,
Break that window.
as you're ready to go, is like you start telling everyone to go. You hear, and you hear Agnes's like, "Help! Help!"
Yeah.
Alright,
The door's
I'll,
locked!
I'll
The
dart.
basilisk is loose!
I'll dash all the way down. Knowing, because like from what I've read from stuff and things, knowing don't look a basilisk in the eye. I'll if I just look, put my eyes.
You gonna yell that at for us?
I'm pretty sure we've all discussed it.
You can choose to avert your
I'm-
eyes.
Yeah,
You just have disadvantage on attacks
sir.
then.
yeah, that's fine. Screw it. I just won't look at it. I'll just run down. I don't know how far it is. Dash 60.
Easily, you can get down there in like 30 feet movement.
Alright, I'll get down there in 30 feet. Just scan the room. Basilisk. Close eyes.
Yeah, you rush in the room. You see the basilisk. As you like get down the bottom of the stairs, you hear the cracking sound as the cage the basilisk is in just like falls apart, and it starts turning, and you just shut your eyes immediately.
You
And I
hear,
will.
as Mr. Fluffles has been like crushed by one of the walls.
It just like slurps out from underneath it.
Yeah.
Just,
I'll throw a hand axe at it.
Alright, go
all right,
ahead.
I'll-
roll with
I think
disadvantage.
it's bonus action to summon my hand axe by extra dimensional space, and then free action to ready the other one.
Mhm.
Yep.
And I'll yeet that with disadvantage. Do we have a? We do have a thing. And that might not be right. My number's right for that. Why is that? Why is my thrown a +3, but my normal is a +6?
Maybe the setting is done wrong because
Yeah.
some throwing goes off dex. You can throw a strength though.
Yeah. Probably.
Just do it as a normal attack.
There we
Oh
are.
my God,
Yeah, I
fuck
think it
that.
defaulted to Dex. Alright, there we are.
You miss as you.
You hear
Bull.
you hear like a clang as your axe probably bounces off something in the room.
Can I... The dual wielding whole thing, I can't bonus action throw the other one, can I?
Well, you just bonus action summon your weapon.
True. Gotta read that.
Otherwise, yeah, totally.
Yeah, you hear the metal clang. As that's your turn. Robot's turn. Robots and Master.
We'll start with the master. Just double checking a spell because I can't remember it exactly. That's not going to help in this situation. I am going to, for my, I think it was a bonus action to command. I'm going to command Crystal up to be until the door down there is locked. I'm going to tell her just to break down the door. Try to, because I'm assuming like Agnes is also near the door as well. If it, while she's breaking down the door, just keep an eye out for Agnes just in case she needs protection.
Okay.
As for me, shit. I'm going to move down, find Anaya without really being able to kind of like see properly as much as I can. And I am going to cast Heroism on her.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly just for the benefit of the 10 hit points, but just it also makes you immune to being frightened as well. But you mainly gain 4 temporary hit points at the beginning of my turn.
Okay.
That's my action, and I'm gonna try to kind of follow Jonas a little bit and stand near, but like again, not looking.
All right.
That will
And
be us 3.
So Crystal's running to the door.
Yeah.
All right. Anaya and Fluffles.
Okay, so I can get an idea of kind of where the basilisk is without looking directly at it, and then I want to try to cast Magnify Gravity on it.
Okay.
It's in the thing, right? Yes.
It fails.
Cool. Double check. I think it does like another effect. On a failed save, proceed to the yeah, and its speed is halved until the end of his next turn.
Okay. All right. Basilisk's turn. The basilisk will turn towards Agnes, and as it turns towards Agnes, Agnes catches its eyes.
What?
You're the only one who hasn't said you averted because you haven't had the chance to say that you averted your eyes.
Oh, I was looking at the door.
You also glanced over
No.
to see a robot come next to you and all that stuff.
Fine.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I believe in you.
It's alright, you're good at them, right?
Wait.
Yeah, she's fine.
Hang on. Can I wait? Do I use Tides of Chaos now?
If you want to.
Do I have it?
So-
Does it count as being? Is it like available now and then I use it and then I just can't use it again?
Yeah,
until
until we
Yeah.
tell you to on the table.
thing
Yeah.
happens, right? Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
would like to use that now.
Okay. I already said you passed when I rolled it on you.
Sorry.
I rolled the save on you and you passed already.
Oh, okay, never mind. I just
Yeah. Okay.
okay. Sorry, I was too busy thinking about it. I didn't realize that had already happened and it was fine.
All right. So
It then...
then it's gonna move towards the people at the bottom of the stairs.
what's the distance? Less than 30?
Oh, easily less than 30. This is like it's like a storeroom. It's like maybe 20 feet total.
Okay, as it...
For the record, I still don't have my armor on.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It goes towards you and will bite it. The closest one would probably be Jonas.
Mm-hmm.
Hits with a 14.
Silvery barbs. Silvery barbs.
I'm gonna be mean, because Jonas has his eyes closed. It has advantage because unseen attacker. So Silver Barbs would remove that advantage. So you're stopping it from being able to crit him.
It does technically make
We'll
it
still take that.
re-roll a d20 and then take the lowest.
It gives you
It
disadvantage.
doesn't give you... No, well, it's not technically
That's
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
That's disadvantage.
So,
But hey, it means AJ's
I
not gonna
tried.
roll again and potentially crit you.
mhm.
And you
Yeah,
take
as you will.
15.
still-
Are you still concentrating on Expeditious Street? You are. You shouldn't have
Yeah,
that
that's-
anymore.
No,
Uh,
it
Wait,
won't.
so-
Go away.
You used your spell. That's used.
Yeah, so yes, I'm still using it. Yeah.
He didn't get killed. He took
You can still
15
give the
damage.
advantage to somebody else.
So yeah, Jonas, with your eyes closed, you hear clump, clump, clump as it you hear it rush across the room to you. It bites down on one of your arms that you like hold out defensively in front of you. You take 15 points of the mix of
Piercing.
piercing and poison damage
Mm-hmm.
as it hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tick that off. It's ticked off.
And yeah, you roll on the thing. You didn't proc your wild time magic table, and it is now your turn.
Okay. Nethea's mischief on the thing, the basilisk.
Okay.
Do I have to, like, do I trigger it and then, I don't know, figure out how this works to like apply the effect on it?
Yeah, roll whatever the surge is gonna be.
so I just do a d4 out of hand. Do I click something or do I just roll the die and then we check that way?
I'm looking at. I do not
If you
remember
open the spell, there should be a Missive of Surge
I used it
table.
like the first session, so.
If you click the dragon head on the spell, there should be a dragon head that says Missive of Surge, which is the table, and you should be able to click on that.
Yeah, I can see. Okay. Oh wait, yeah. Sorry, I've got nothing up.
Dexterity. All right. What's your DC saving throw? It's a.
I don't remember what that
Don't
is.
have any. All right. 8 plus 3 plus 2 is 13. Okay.
I will write that down.
Dex saving throw. Hiya! It fails. So
you watch this
blinded.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
we have to
flowers
make
spring
the
up all
save?
around it, and some
Yeah.
shoot at its eyes.
Who's in the cube?
Okay.
I'm gonna say she can aim. She can aim it at the very back of the room, so it only hits it.
Okay.
It's
I
a
just wanna know if
20-foot
it was one of
cube,
those
though. That's
situations
the
we had to
entire
do.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Positioned in whatever way that only it's hit.
Actually, yeah, this is a
probably not
20-foot
gonna happen.
room.
That's everyone. Everyone rolled
There's
dex.
no way. Yeah, there's no way that Jonas and Violet, who are both at the bottom of the stairs,
Natural
can't avoid it.
20.
So Violet's blinded. Jonas.
Oh, it
is
doesn't
fine.
matter anyway.
And Anaya. Anaya and Jonas. Anaya, Violet, it,
Oh, hang on.
and blinded.
I guess I have to make that save as well then. Do I?
I'd say you probably aren't affected by your own spell.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, and the robots.
Actually, no. It says each creature in the cube, so yeah, you would be affected by it.
And the 2 robots.
Yeah.
Kimmy.
Oh, right, of course. What was it, Dex?
Yeah, dex saving throws.
Yep.
Interesting how it's Dex to be blinded.
Because it's you're dodging flowers at spawn.
Crystal
Yeah.
has a plus.
Yeah.
The flowers
20,
spray
Kay has
water
a
at your
plus-
face.
Crystal is
Kay has a
blinded,
plus 4.
and Kay is
fine.
perfectly
Oh, fuck,
fine.
I'll use my advantage for this. My Tides of
Yep,
Chaos.
go for it.
Do you tell us
Might
it's
as well.
blinded?
Hang on.
Doesn't matter, I'm blinded.
If I hit advantage here, does that dexterity saving throw? Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
Need to-
And
Yeah, you pass your own save. Jonas, you can tell because you pass yours. You see like water shoot out of the flowers into this thing's eyes, and it closes its eyes.
Okay, cool.
You s-
Actually, no, your eyes are closed too. Never
Yeah, well,
mind, you don't see that.
That's why I asked.
So the only
just
person
hear-
who's seeing what's going on is Agnes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I see that that Jonas is actively closing his eyes to like not be
Yes.
able to look at
Yes.
it? Alright, I will like yell out that it's blinded.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Right.
And
Right.
then I can't really do much else. Cause like that's my action. I wanna get this door down.
Did you
I'd
roll
like to
your
point out
d20?
it's a
I
solid
don't have any
action.
bonus actions.
Okay.
I didn't roll Crystal.
You did roll Crystal. She failed.
No, there's,
Yeah.
no, there's the for the door
That's my
punch.
action.
You didn't.
Yeah.
You said
Do it
she
now.
got to the door. Do it now. Yeah.
Just a strength
Yeah.
check for the robot to punch through the door.
Robot
don't-
punch door.
Yeah.
This is
I don't think I
before
can
the
do
blind.
anything.
You can't miss
Robo
the
punches
door, but
It was a strength check to like bust the door down. I'm assuming the robot's not proficient in athletics.
No.
Yeah, the robot shoulder checks the door. The door does not move, but you see the door cracks a bit.
I don't think it does.
Arcane Lock adds a +10 to the DC.
Yeah. Plus 10. I think it's like 15 normal
10
locks.
plus 10 is 20.
Yeah, so it doesn't break at all.
That's
No.
not what I'm saying. Like she hits the door. The door like
It doesn't.
It doesn't crack at
the door
all.
isn't open.
It does nothing. It just buckles a little bit.
Listen, I'm giving them false hope.
Don't
AJ.
give them false hope. They can't. They don't need it at the moment. They're blind. Top of the order.
Okay, well,
Wait.
okay. Either way.
Oh, sorry.
Was there a window in this room?
No.
Bless you, Darian.
Nope.
No windows. Was
Nope.
the? I don't know if there's windows upstairs.
You,
Alright,
you
never mind.
can
You
go
don't know, you
upstairs.
go
You haven't
Ah.
moved.
Dagger.
Yeah.
I'd like to search my
I mean,
wild
I
people.
can't help any. Yeah.
Should did
There's
that.
no point being by the door anyway. Yeah, I'll run over to where the other guys are to like check upstairs.
Okay. So you move. You gonna move upstairs?
Yep.
Okay, you can easily get upstairs this turn. You get up there. You can do a quick look around. There is a window up here that lets in light. It's like really high up on the wall, and it's about like a bird could fit through it. A person probably couldn't.
One sec.
Okay, that's not helpful.
Actually, you being a gnome, if you if you squeeze, you might better fit through it. But there's no way you're getting through without breaking it.
Could a cat get through it?
Oh, totally.
I
Kay
mean,
get through it.
but
Throw
yeah, but the
Mr.
others can't
Fluffle.
get through, so there's no point.
Yeah, it's about 15 feet up on the wall too.
Yeah, so
Taking
yeah,
it.
so with a boost and breaking the window, I could get through.
Yeah,
Uh,
and then there's just like falling however
Okay.
many stories up.
oh, good. Don't worry.
Yeah. Mm,
All right.
okay, doors. Okay, doors really the only option then.
Eunice's turn.
Okay, my turn. Just hit it, or do I try and be smart?
Okay, do what you want to. Do a quick, Farah. Do a quick favor. Me roll perception, Farah. And yeah, do what you want. Do you honest?
Perception?
Yeah, perception, Farah.
Yeah, I have
I mean that's my role in the party. Is the bopper.
Natural 20
Ooh.
for the perception. Okay,
Oh, wrong check.
I was very excited for a moment.
Oh,
Go, Jonas.
I'll bonus action summon my weapon that I threw back, and I will booming blade.
Do it.
It's a good spell.
Your eyes now not closed because they told you it's blinded. So
Uh,
straight up. Actually, its eyes are closed, so you have advantage now.
Hell yeah, I like that.
The turns are tabled.
Unseen attacker. It's a good thing.
It is really
So
good.
I just bop. Right, and then I work out. Then there is no damage until it moves.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, just for the record, blindness doesn't go away until the start of my next turn.
Yep. 17 definitely hits.
Cool. Left one.
Until the start of your next turn as far as very well. Yeah, so yeah, it is until the start of the
Then-
next turn.
It
8
is
more damage.
boomed. No, it doesn't get 8 more damage until
No, you just did 8
until
damage
the
to it.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
it is
cool.
currently boomed. So I will like flank around behind it and then take a 5-foot step back. So regardless if it wants to attack, it's got to move 5 feet to get someone else or me.
It's going to make an opportunity attack against you. With disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Thank you for rolling. I
That's a
appreciate it.
6 plus...
AJ, you're not allowed to roll.
What's your AC right now?
11.
That's 11.
Oh.
Can I do silvery bobs?
You got shield, don't you, buddy?
You don't have
Already
your turn.
has
I'm out of
disadvantage.
spell slots.
Does-
Ooh.
Does the silvery barbs make it have to roll another one on top of what it just did?
I think so.
Silvery bar.
Oh,
The silvery barbs happens once it succeeds.
Specifically when it succeeds. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
checking the exact wording on Silvery Barbs.
What's happening?
Yes,
Jonas has just got hit, and
Mhm.
is seeing if she can Silvery Barbs to make it not hit him.
because like with the whole advantage disadvantage thing, it happens once it succeeds.
Christian.
Student
You know
controller
what?
must re-roll a
Yes.
d20 and use the lower roll.
Okay, it says re-roll a d20 is low. You're not sure. So you Silvery Barbs it? So
Yep.
we're dropping the 9, see if we get something lower. You need to get a 5 or lower. I don't know why you rolled a d10. But I rolled a 19, so it still hits.
Well, I tried.
Darian, roll damage. Holy
I'm dead.
shit, is that good damage from Darian?
I'm down.
You are down.
Alright, so that's 18 damage actually.
Ouch.
But you're out, so Jonas goes down. You watch as like Jonas goes around the side of it, backs up. As he does, it like swings its head to the side, and like it doesn't more bite, more like just whacks you with its open jaw.
Oh, is this an up
and you see
attack?
Jonas tumble across the room.
Was this an up attack?
Yes.
This was a
Opportunity.
opportunity
It
attack. Yeah.
cannot make an opportunity attack. You need to see the target leave your space. It is blinded.
Let's go.
Never mind.
I did. I specifically looked it up because Agnes left its AoE attack range.
Never mind. Okay, you're perfectly fine, Jonas. It does not hit you. Agnes, you did not use your silver barbs. You get your
What
spell
hit
slot
points
back.
was, 20, yeah,
Okay,
that's
thank
right.
Don't worry. I
Sweet.
specifically I was checking like last round to be like Agnes runs up the stairs. I'm like that's not a good thing. Let me make sure she doesn't die.
So Jonas, yeah, you back up out of its range. It swings around, but it doesn't hit you. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. So, just so for my peace of mind, it's got to move 5 feet before it can attack anyone else. Yes.
It could
'Cause I was,
probably
like,
hit
at the front of
Violet
it.
from. It could probably hit Violet
Yeah.
because the room is not very big and it took up a large chunk of it.
Also, can't see.
Exactly.
But I can't see Violet.
I can't see
And-
it. Haha.
Yes.
It
It,
is.
it roughly knows where I am. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. That is
Yep.
my turn.
How?
So a quick thing I'll cut in. Fire. You roll perception. You got a natural 20.
Uh-huh.
So you're in the library.
Yep.
You're flicking through a book, thinking, "Damn man, I should have studied more." I wonder what's going on up, with everyone else and stuff going on. And then you hear at the very distant, like, edges of hearing, you hear someone, like, cry out. And the only reason it catches your attention is because of what happened 2 nights earlier.
Shit.
The PTSD is kicking
Are you
in.
kidding me?
And you're like, what the fuck? And then you hear another one. And then another. And you're like, oh shit, something's happening. These aren't like sudden sharp ending. These are people calling out like in surprise and panic. You get up from where you are and you move to the aisle of the library where you can see down, and you watch one of the statues of one of the archmages in the library twist and crack and bend and step down off the plinth as its hands distend into long claws that are almost dripping with stone, and it moves towards the nearest student and takes a swipe at them, and you realize the statue in the room is a stone cursed.
What the fuck?
Fucking hell.
what
Sorry,
you
you have
s-
1 hit point.
That's what you see.
So that's what the circle meant, huh?
Would she have got a short rest in while we were doing all that shit?
I was gonna ask if you'd allow
I
it,
thought
but
it was.
It
like a
was-
short passage
I
walk so
look
we could hear
on
us.
the one hand, we should be nice and say
you
yes.
know what?
On the other
On the
hand,
other
it's
hand.
been less than an hour.
yeah,
In
no, it's
about
fine.
15, max 20 minutes.
It's fine.
That's half an hour.
I guess I have an idea still.
So, fire roll me initiative.
Sure.
And
I mean,
You're kidding me.
No.
no, like,
Cool, you're
did you
that's
not?
what you're into the initiative tracker.
Did you not see when Farah said "fuck you"? When we said there's a circle around the library.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
I know.
got it.
I
Yeah.
saw that, but
I was hoping if I ignored it, you guys
I-
might ignore
No,
it.
no, no.
Oh, by the way, Sam, thank you, because we did not plan for you to be there at all, and the plans did not change at all slightly for
why
us.
do you keep putting me?
We do
Keep going exactly where we need you to be. We literally have it written down that the library is where it happens.
like there's gonna be an attack at the library, and then I'm going to the library.
Hey, Violet, it's your turn.
Oh, cool. It's my turn.
Yeah. I just wanted to have a look. Like Crystal can call out that she's blinded. I'm wondering, Kay can normally talk to you, like
know.
in your brain?
Oh, that's a good
Kay is
question.
technically, is Kay a familiar?
Kay is a homunculus servant from the Artificer Infusions. So I doubt. I'm gonna have a quick look up at the book.
Says initiative. 2d6.
Defender, then move across.
Can it communicate to you telepathically? That's the
That's
question.
the thing, just to let you know that, hey, I can see.
Share initiative counters.
Yeah, Crystal would just be like, I cannot see.
Yeah.
Go back up.
Crystal's like, I am
She has
blind.
done several times. Yeah,
I'm not asleep.
my vision has been obscured.
Is it
Uh,
nighttime?
Understands the language you speak. It doesn't
Yeah,
actually
maybe
say,
yours
so that's
was
entirely up
nighttime.
to you if you think that right now they can speak.
You hear a generic K.
You see, Kay.
I'd say you can roll intelligence. And I'd say with advantage, you've had K for a while.
She was
Do you
one of
speak
my
K?
best. She was technically the first robot before
Is
Crystal.
Kay a Pokemon?
Yes.
Is absolutely a Pokemon.
You say
Yeah.
intelligence.
We can be like, what's
advantage?
that?
Yep. You were like,
Kay is not
heat
a
of battle.
Pokemon.
Fucking Kay's calling out for something. You're a bit busy right now, though.
I'm also blinded.
Yep.
Help me.
Yep.
Alright.
Try again later.
You can have your robots turn. You and your turns. Plural.
Crystal's not getting a new instruction, so her previous instructions still will be in play of just banging down the door. Just
Alright,
trying.
roll for it.
With this,
Yeah, I'll
because.
do that first.
It's a door.
Flat.
It's
Roll
because no one's
flat.
moved.
Yeah, the door can't move. Kay's a smart robot. Krista's a smart robot.
Fuck.
Hit the door again.
Starts to shoulder check a door. You see, well, you don't see. Agnes sees like a film of energy run across his case, slaps into it.
I'm not seeing anything. so
We
I
know
can't
what's
really
triggered all
justify.
this.
No.
No.
You know what's funny? You guys rolled Arcana and investigation checks up until the moment where the actual traps were set.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm gonna, just because it's fun for me. The literally the staircase, the second you stepped on it, that's where all the traps were.
Yeah, okay.
Ah,
Rax.
So that's your bonus
Yeah,
action for
magic.
Crystal.
Would that be
Because
a
Crystal
previous?
just Crystal just continuing its last action.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So like its last order.
Right,
It
yeah,
just
so
keeps
you,
going.
so you
Because
got
I
three
wanna-
everything left.
Because after I don't go here actually, so never mind. I won't do that instead. I'll keep K hovering around me just for now,
Mhm.
because I'm still in front of this thing. I heard Jonas back off a little bit. I don't really have anything I can do with what I've got, so I'm just gonna try to swing at it with me thingy.
Alright,
Go
roll
for
hit.
it. It's flat because you're blind, but it's
Oh.
also blind.
Oh, never mind then.
Hit the flame tongue dagger. Uh-oh.
You hit.
You hit.
You could have kept it.
Mm-hmm.
You returned it.
The rules for unseen attacker are great. So you just like wildly swing, and you feel a meaty thud as your hammer definitely connects with something, and you hear in pain.
Yeah, like I'm imagining like where I roughly saw its foot before I got blinded, and I'm just like basically doing this like wide swing across towards it, like banging it with like this arcane hammer.
So Jonas, when
And,
she hits it, you see it was turning to go towards the direction you moved. As soon as she hits it, it swings back around towards her.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Mhm.
Down.
Anaya
Anaya.
and Fluffles. Fluffles didn't roll a
Anaya
check.
is going to attempt to cast a chromatic orb at it.
Right, roll disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay.
Flat. Yeah, roll. Yeah. Yeah, disadvantage. I'd say just because it's ranged.
Yeah.
You
13 unfortunately misses.
As it hits the clangs off the same place where the axe was.
What element did you use?
I was going to use. God, I think I was going to use acid.
Okay, then Jonas, a bowl of acid flies past you, and you can see a chunk of the wall currently melting where she shot.
That's the wall.
We've
That would
already
be
been
bad.
leaving traces. At this point, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the subtlety's gone out the
The
window.
dead basilisk was going to be a dead giveaway.
Alright.
Yeah.
And all of his shit being ransacked and missing, and of his door busted in.
Alright, are you gonna
Well-
command? Do you have any bonus actions? Are you gonna command
Bonus
Fluffles
action,
to-
I'm going to tell Mr. Fluffles to sort of jump onto Jonas and just help Jonas in any way.
Alright, so Fluffles jumps on Jonas and gives Jonas the help action.
Alright. Basilisk's turn.
It's gonna strike at Violet as she hit it last.
Flat check.
I can't see this attack.
Oh yeah, you're both blind, so you're flash out.
That's a 17 to hit.
Silvery.
That-
You did it already.
No, she didn't. It got
Oh, yeah,
removed. The
okay.
silvery barb got
Okay.
removed. So silvery hits to roll again, AJ.
Why are you rolling? You don't roll. We roll. Stop rolling.
It's fun to roll though.
She's got no reason to roll.
I have to roll it for my.
Imagine playing
I have a-
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
you blowing up
sorry.
roll. Okay, I understand.
don't worry.
Now,
Yeah.
Still hit. 17 again.
now, shield says it doesn't have to see the attack.
No,
No.
it's just a reaction.
I'm gonna shield.
Disadvantage
shield?
17.
Yeah. I like hear swing coming my way, and my AC is
Alright,
now
cool,
16 to
21.
21.
All right,
Right?
Yeah.
nothing
bump it
happens.
up. 21. You hear the crung of something hitting your arcane shield.
I imagine it's like a bubble shield that basically comes from K that's hovering over me.
As you bring up
Yeah.
the shield, as it turn ends, Anaya, yourself, and you see your eyes start to clear of the water that was in it as you start opening. You see the same thing is happening with the basilisk right in front of you. As we jump scenes, fire!
Cool. I have questions immediately.
Yeah, absolutely. Ask away.
So I'm in. So it's down the aisle. Yeah.
Yeah, so you basically you see one of the statues near the entrance to the library come to life and attack a student.
Near
You
the
hear other
entrance?
commotions going on. The library's big, but like where you're standing, you can see all the way down. You hear other commotions. Several more sound like they're in the library itself, and you hear commotions outside of the library also.
Okay. First off, history check. I want to know if this is something we versed back in the very first or second.
Oh yeah,
session.
this is a stone curse. You forced them earlier. You know
so
that.
do I remember how far they can move?
didn't
With
move
12, you're
last
pretty
time.
sure they're a bit slow.
Cool. That works for me. So looking around passively, or would this have to be actively? I should probably specify what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the assistance of Queen, am I able to sort of look around me to make sure there's no statues near me, like where I'm standing?
Yeah, sure. So make a perception. It's still an active check because you're looking around, but it's not your action.
That's what I was saying with Queenie, if that affects it, but that's fine. Yeah, that's
Queen,
fine.
yeah, you basically toss Queen off your shoulder, and Queen does a quick circle around above, like the bookshelves around you. It spots that in the library with you at the moment, it sees 4 stone cursed.
Any near me though?
No,
within 10 feet,
so
within
there are
10
none
feet.
within 10 feet of you.
Okay. Cool, but there are some in range.
Yeah, 3 of them are out of line of sight. The one you see is actually the furthest one away from you.
Do I have a bonus action? Yes, I do. Yes. So, at the one that is both out of a range that I feel safe at and within range of 60 feet, I assume.
Yeah.
I'm going to spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
Okay.
All right, so you drop a spiritual weapon next to the.
Yep,
Next to
whichever
the
one it
first.
is.
Yep.
Now, does that get an attack on the first?
Yes.
When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack. Do I just put that in the stone 25?
Yep.
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 Dude, I can't wait to come back as Christine and realize there's a statue missing from the library.
You think there's a statue missing from the library only?
Yeah, I know.
You
I
hit.
know.
That's a hit. You deal
Cool.
7 damage.
Hope Father's okay.
You
Now-
strike into it, and you see part of it like crumbles away as it like turns.
My last question.
Yep.
When I went up to look through this aisle, was this upstairs in the library or downstairs?
It's the main floor.
There is.
So it's the main floor, so
Yeah.
down. I assume that was upstairs, but
There is an upstairs. It's just long bookcases with those ladders that.
No, that's
Go
fine.
around.
That's fine. I was just asking if that matters for something I might.
That's
have
okay.
done.
No, it's good to
No,
know.
it's
We
fine.
haven't really
Yeah,
described the library.
I'm gonna make sure I'm at least a certain distance from these with Queenie's assistance, and just keep an eye on the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
That's
you
my
did.
entire turn.
We
Okay.
jump back to Agnes.
Hey, with Tides of Chaos, does this work the same way that Christine's Tides of
No.
Chaos works?
No,
No, we can't force her to roll?
We can.
Yes,
If you want.
Oh,
do
cool. Roll
you,
on the
buddy.
table.
Ah, okay, cool.
It's a
If
bit.
it resets Tides of
I need
Chaos,
to
I'm
bring
happy
up
for
the-
that.
Yeah.
I like making people
Me
roll
too.
wild magic surges.
Well, that's entirely up to you. I just
I
love
have all
it.
the room. So your turn
Yeah.
starts, and then
Alright.
boom, you're in a giant hamster ball.
I love that one.
Okay.
It's just glass, but
That's,
you're in
how,
it.
that's exactly how I feel when they tell me to roll.
What is the room layout?
This room up here, there's a bed, there's a desk, there's that window 15
No,
feet. Did you
sorry.
go back downstairs?
No,
No.
if I would have, if I had the movement to, I would have.
You've
Yeah, you
got
totally. It's not very long.
25 movement, so it would have been across the room,
Should
up
be
the,
the bottom of the
stairs.
stairs.
Yeah. You're at the bottom or the top of the stairs, so.
You're on the stairs, which unfortunately means your glass ball is now stuck in the halfway point of the stairs.
Oh,
So
like I can't. Can I move
You can
it?
try to
Or is
force it down, yeah.
Is it like it's like wedged in?
Yeah.
it's a bit wedged, but you can try to force it.
Okay. Where is the door in relation to the stairs?
Obviously.
Okay, so at the bottom of the stairs, there's a door at the top of the stairs, and at the bottom of the stairs, directly to the right, is the door that goes outwards that Crystal is currently trying to break.
Okay.
That's how I imagined it. Okay, cool.
And where is the basilisk? It's
Next-
In the
like,
room, like with Crystal and all them, it's in that room.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
like-
near the
That's a
door.
room.
It's next to. It's next to Violet.
Where
like-
is that in relation to the
There's
stairs?
3 of us.
But basically,
is
there's
it like ahead of the stairs or is it like to the
It's
left?
not next to the.
To the left.
Yeah, to the left of the stairs. It's not near the door.
Okay, so you have to like go around the corner. So
yeah,
speak.
to be at the bottom of the stairs, Crystal is currently is the only person standing in a guaranteed safe space.
Bless her.
Because the room is not very big, and the combination of a basilisk and all of you take up quite a bit of its room.
Okay, because my plan initially was to like roll it down the stairs and use the momentum to either smash through the door or just hit the basilisk.
Unfortunately, it's both a left or a right turn either way, so be some bouncing
it-
to do.
Yeah, it's a turn either way, and also I don't really have the momentum I'm looking for because I'm kind of wedged, so I just have to like slowly force roll it down.
Also, it doesn't say how long you're in that glass ball for.
No, it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't actually.
It should be a turn.
No,
Not
I don't care.
necessarily.
This is a
Doesn't
glass
matter
ball.
glass.
It's fun.
Could be
I assume
permanent.
you have to break
Yeah.
that one.
Shut up.
It's
That,
fast.
that can be up to the DM's discretion.
Alright, so what are you gonna do?
Either way, okay. I would like to basically try and position myself in a way to where, like, that kind of like puts me between the basilisk and the other party members as best as I can. I basically want to force it to like this like protection bubble around me, also like make it so it has to get around the bubble to get to the others.
You probably can't do that. You can be flanking is the best you could do, because like.
Or she could put herself in a spot which stops her from getting the crystal, but also like it's blind. So,
it's not blind.
Well, it's,
End of it. The
it's
Nathan's
not-
mixture goes again.
Fuck.
The Nathan mixture goes again if you're still upkeeping it.
Also, my other thing is I can't cast. I'm assuming I can't cast spells out of this thing, so I can't
didn't say that.
actually.
Doesn't say it. Just says you're in a ball.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming since it specifies it's made of glass and it's not like a magical barrier, so to speak. If I
Yeah,
cast
that's why, because it
if
doesn't
I-
specify magic.
it's just going to bounce around inside the ball or break the ball.
Unless you cast it outside.
Yeah, you
of the
can
ball.
always cast outside of the ball.
Yeah, but like my spell was a my attacking spell was a chaos bolt and firebolt.
You don't.
Yeah, that would
assume
punch a
have
hole.
that
That would.
from
It
me.
could punch a hole
Potentially.
and shatter the
Yeah.
glass ball. You don't know yet.
Yeah.
Also, are you still using your mischief spell?
Yeah, I still have the mischief spell.
You have to roll on the
which,
table.
Uh,
The roll on that
yeah,
table.
yeah. So I need to roll that as well
Yeah.
because I assume it's still in the position where it's inside.
That doesn't require like a bonus action to maintain it. does
Let me
it?
have a look,
Just-
but I don't think so.
Not maintain. I can.
She's concentrating on it.
No.
It just seems
yeah,
like one of those
we're
spells
just-
which would be like if you want to do another effect. you
At
can
the start
do
of
it
each of your
then.
turns, you can move the cube up to 10 feet and reroll on the table.
Yeah, it doesn't say you
Yeah.
can do it as a bonus action. That's
It's
just
your
a
choice.
freebie.
It'll affect.
Yeah, it also says can't, which.
It'll affect everyone in the room. Reminder.
God, my brain's so fuzzy today.
I mean, the giggling one would be bad for everyone. Difficult terrain wouldn't be ideal. Charmed. I mean, everyone already likes me anyway, except for the basilisk. Does it? If I don't do anything, does it have to redo the? Do they have to redo the check for the initial one, or does it do they only roll?
You
a
don't get to
check?
choose. You gotta roll.
It's done because it finishes on the start of your turn. Then
Yeah, but I mean, like if I don't
No,
make
it
a new
doesn't-
effect,
the new effect.
it doesn't reapply an effect.
You have to roll that effect again. The flowers have to respawn, squirt water.
Yeah. That was just making sure. Yeah, I'll re-roll it.
All right.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, everywhere is covered in molasses.
Floating through the air. Anaya, your cat immediately starts licking the air.
God damn it.
Why?
Oh man, that's going to be so hard to clean.
Yeah, it's like a white
Do
cat.
you think she
too.
cleans her cat?
I think it cleans itself.
Yeah,
I don't want to
cleans
get
itself.
sucked into the cat. Anything I try to clean it with just gets sucked into the cat.
It goes in the cat. That's it.
So
Water?
that's the start of your turn.
Like a pack of holding.
You still have action, bonus
Yeah.
action, movement, all the shebang.
Yeah, I still have literally everything except like a little bit of movement to like.
And you have
to
a
use
free
them to, like,
Tides of
push myself down the
Chaos.
stairs. Yes, I have another Tides of Chaos. Which, yeah, okay.
It's like crack.
For you, it is.
Smart crack.
Hang on. Yeah, okay. I'll cast a Chaos Bolt, and we'll see how that goes.
You could try and cast it at the basilisk.
Yeah, I'm attempting to cast it at the basilisk.
Go ahead.
Okay. If you cast from where you are, you can barely see it from where you are, so it'd have basic cover from you from here. Or if you want to try and force the bowl down the stairs first, then you get rid of that cover problem.
Oh, sorry, was I not already? Yeah, sorry, I wanted to be already down the stairs.
All right,
Okay,
roll a
in that
strength
case,
check.
make me a strength
Yeah, so
check.
that, yeah. Okay. Oh god.
You say everyone?
No,
Just her.
just
Okay, just
Are you in a ball?
Are you in a
Am I
glass
using my
ball of
time-
emotions?
Oh, I used my
wish.
Tides of Chaos again.
Go for
You
it.
can.
I'm not good at strength.
And that's
Ooh.
the steep
and watch
decline.
it not help.
Hey, a 13.
Oh, that wasn't even with advantage. I'll roll it.
Yeah, you should roll with that.
I forgot to put it on.
You ticked
but
it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
you
forgot
shove.
to take off the extra advantage thing.
You shove. You throw your shoulder into it, and because you're a small, you're a smaller creature, you can just barely force this cube around the switchback and down the bottom of the stairs. So yeah, you get down there.
You get downstairs.
Every stair you go down, you hear a little crack as the cube is not the ball is not surviving rolling downstairs, but still together for now. So make your attack roll.
Yeah, and then I'm going to shoot fire or acid or
Well,
whatever.
before
You just shoot
that,
something. Also roll the table.
nah, don't roll the
No.
table.
Wait,
But
No, don't.
before that, because
actually, hang on.
because
I'm casting a spell, so I have to do the check to see if I roll on the table. I don't.
So, I
Okay.
don't think you worry about that
But-
anymore. I think we got a different rule.
Yeah.
because you said you didn't avert your eyes and you moved within
Oh,
30 feet of the
God.
basilisk.
I didn't.
I
But
forgot about that.
is this
Ah,
like
use the
Harry
tactic
Potter
cast!
rules, where if you
No,
see
hold
it
on.
through something, it doesn't
No.
fully work? Oh.
Although I do have questions. Like, is it only if you look at it?
You are aiming a
At it,
chaos
or is
bolt at it. Yes.
You
You
are-
s-
Yeah, but
targeting
no, I
it.
mean, like, is it like a? Do you have to look at its eyes or just at its
At
body?
it.
Like, if I look at
You
its
have to-
tail or its feet, does that?
You have to
count?
meet its gaze.
you have to be able to see it. No, you both have to be able to see each other, which it can. It does not petrify you. You can continue your attack.
Okay. I mean, it's fine anyway. But okay, hang on. So I'm
I'm
just
gonna also point out Basilisk petrification way meaner than
Yeah, it is.
Stone Curse petrification or
It
Cockatrice
hits.
one.
Also, Darren, would you
Cool.
like to, you
I-
know, touch?
No,
oh,
I'm good.
wait.
Okay.
I thought that's what AJ was going for, but he wasn't. So
You
I'm
jumped the gun.
No,
Yeah,
it's
just-
okay. It's alright.
How does it feel to not share a brain cell finally?
Bro, we've
Is
had
it
so many
free?
same brain cell moments already. It's like occasionally they fire in different directions.
You
But they both
deal
mean well.
11 damage to the basilisk.
Okay.
I-
Either
yeah,
one or
I don't-
4.
Yeah.
Whatever the
I
one
need to
is.
find it.
It's like just
She picks-
scuffed spell.
I hate it because of how scuffed it is.
It's not.
So what's
There we go.
what's a one?
One is acid.
Does that
Alright. So you fire the chaos bolt. It forms into an acid blast. As soon as it leaves your hand, it punches a hole straight in the glass orb, which shatters immediately, raining glass on you. But it's okay. You don't get hurt.
You find
And then yeah, it hits the basilisk.
And now Darian she can roll on the table.
Now roll.
Great. Now that effect's gone, let's get another one in
Yeah.
here.
Exactly.
I'm
Where's that
ticking.
table?
Roll the table.
Hang on, I have so many tables up at the moment.
Put it on your taskbar at the bottom.
It
You
is
don't.
no, because I've got Nathair's mischief table like open. I have the wild magic table open. I just have the damage type table open.
I
Just
don't
like,
think you
have
realize
so
what
many-
you've done.
Fireball the room.
Yay! I'm glad that's not my table.
So make a wisdom saving throw.
It states you cast polymorph. Does she have to roll to see if
Saves.
it goes wild again?
Yes. You fail your own save, so don't bother making the second roll to go wild. You turn into a sheep. So you guys watch Agnes. You watch Agnes come rolling down the stairs, hit the ground, fire off a bolt of acid from her hand, and then into a sheep.
So, does that mean she has concentration on herself now?
No, because she doesn't have concentration on the sheep. She's just a sheep for the spell's duration. So for 1 minute, she's a sheep.
Well, it does say you cast polymorph on
Yeah,
yourself.
that's what.
Yeah, you cast, so you
Let
take
me,
plus
okay,
3.
let me explain.
Listen.
Whatever the basilisk can do in damage is gonna break around being
It's
a
gonna
sheep.
break the sheep
that's
anyway, yeah.
No, I mean like you know how she's got to cast a spell and then roll a check to see if it goes wild.
No.
Because she cast polymorph there, does she have to roll again?
You lose all abilities.
Stop being mean.
You lose all abilities of what you become as
Right,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
polymorph, so she loses that ability, but we'll have to roll that when she turns back into a gnome, yes.
Stop
Okay.
being mean.
I was just curious. No,
Stone
I'm just
curse
following
turn.
the rules.
Hey, wait, is Nathan's mischief still up? Because I think is that concentration?
Sure.
I assume that's
Yes.
concentration.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying you're not concentrating on the polymorph because you're a sheep right now. It's wild magic. You're still concentrating on Naystav's mischief. So
Yeah.
that's still going. Stone Curse. Stone Curse attacks a student that that you can see far off. Student starts turning into stone
Why are they not fighting back?
because they haven't had a turn.
Oh,
Well, what's the student look like? They.
Student
Yeah,
looks like
what's
like,
their
like a
background
first or a
name?
second year.
It's a
I
it's
don't
a
need
Backstory.
more on my plate.
it's a lizard folk. Top of the order, yes.
No.
So you do hear the sounds, Farah, of other Stone Curse moving. It sounds like someone moving in your direction.
So, I have a quick question.
hmm
I knew that guy.
This molasses, does it seem like real molasses?
Yes.
Why not?
So, I want
Uh,
to, as my action, take 2 big handfuls and leap onto the basilisk and rub it in its eyes.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Strength check. Athletics check, actually, because it's technically a
Athletics check?
grapple.
I'll take it.
What does that do again?
Blinds it.
Alright, what's its athletics score?
It rolled a 5.
That's a fail. So
Now,
you
do
jump
I
on its
have
back?
to look at it? Do you want me to roll a con check?
You will have to look into its eyes at some point, so make a constitution check.
You fail.
Yep, that's cool.
Actually, is your wisdom better than that?
My wisdom.
I believe it's a wisdom. No, you're right. It's con.
No,
it's
it's a constitution.
You begin as you leap on it. You start rubbing your eyes like I did it, and then you turn down to your hands and you see that they're becoming grey.
Okay, can I like react? So can I like leave my hands over its eyes as they start to turn to stone?
Oh, you blind. You successfully blind
It's
it. You
blind.
rub the thing into its eyes. It's now covered. It has molasses in its eyes. But you failed the one saving throw and had not turned to stone. So you're currently turning to stone.
Cool.
Uh,
So it's both you both succeeded and failed.
Do I have other things?
Mission failed. Mission succeeded. Failed successfully.
Task failed successfully. All succeeded disastrously.
I
Nah,
won, but
that's-
at what
That's my
cost?
turn. So I'm still grappled onto this thing.
Yep. So you're holding onto it as you start turning to stone.
I'm happy where I am.
All right, Kate. You.
Ironically, both you and it are
Hey.
currently considered restrained.
Oh, I don't know how you would let, but you said Kay was giving me the help action.
Actually, yes,
No,
but it
Mr.
wouldn't.
Fluffles is-
Mr. Fluffles is. It would not be able to help you with a saving throw.
I was gonna say, could it help me in seeing it so I could close my eyes and then roll a flat check to do it?
It can't see for you.
Can't see.
Can it like wrap its tail around his eyes to like
Oh, good.
block the vision?
I tried.
Oh,
All I can
you-
do was ask.
Yeah, it would have given you advantage on the athletics check, but you didn't need it.
Oh, good.
Alright. So have I been informed that I'm able to actually look at it, or?
You can infer whatever you want from the things
You can
going
see
on.
it now.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm getting stoned.
Okay, I can see it. I have not been told anything, so I'm probably still just going to not properly look into its eyes. Just because I haven't been told anything. I'll use my action first, and I'll figure out what to do afterwards.
Okay.
I need to. Wait, it's basilisk. Disadvantage.
That'd be a flat check, and you dropped the second 17, but that still hits.
Yep.
You deal 8 damage to the basilisk.
Q. My action. Bonus action. No one else has actually been hit, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Does it? Can I tell if it's like wounded in any sense, like just from
It's-
looking like
Yeah, you can see it's fucked up.
just, but not even like properly looking at it, I'm able to tell it's wounded.
You see blood running down from multiple wounds it has in it. It looks fucked up.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to place an order for bonus action to Crystal to attack it while trying to avert gaze downwards to not meet its gaze.
Alright, the crystal will turn and make its force rend empowered rend on it with disadvantage with the flat
A flat, yeah.
because she's not blind and it is. So you want to make the roll?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it.
It's your spell attack modifier to hit.
Yeah, no, she's got like the whole thing, like a character sheet
Cool.
thing.
That hits.
What's a plus?
Plus a lot.
Doesn't matter. It's dead.
So you hit it and
Plus
you tell
2.
Crystal to go. Crystal walks in and goes, "Okay," and just punches a hole straight through the side of its head,
Jesus. Right next to Jonas' stone hand.
Are you kidding
and then
me?
looks up at Jonas.
Right in front of my stone?
I did it.
Okay, before, because this initiative is over at the moment. Actually, no, you got the door still.
No.
The door's still blocked.
And thing will be transforming. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, and now your turn.
So, Jonas is turning to stone.
Yes.
Can we see that?
Yes.
happen?
Yep.
I want to cast Tensor's floating disc and get him on the disc.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Precautions.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea, honestly.
Some
And
would
he turns
argue.
into stone. I can't carry him.
Some would argue that keeping him here would be safer than taking him to the library.
Now we gotta take. We don't.
You
No,
don't
we
know
don't
about
know there's
life.
any
We don't know
struggles.
where far is.
Yeah, they also don't know anything about what's going on elsewhere.
I mean, they got the
Yeah.
map
Okay,
with the
real-
circle
real
on it where it says
You
library.
said there's like a distinct circle on the library.
Yeah.
Big one, yes.
I
Yeah,
mean,
okay,
there is.
cool.
Yeah, we do.
I was
have a
gonna
link
say,
to, like,
as a
the
free
library.
action, could I ask him to hand me the map that he saw so it doesn't turn to stone?
But like, Jonas, just in like, you're gonna be fine, Jonas. But just in case, here's a disc so you don't fall over and crash.
And hand me the
also-
map.
And also, can I have all of our shit back?
It's just my hands are already stone. Like I can't grab anything.
As a free action, can I
Oh.
grab it?
We should go to the library. I think there's going to be an attack.
Okay, we'll go back. Anaya, it's your turn currently.
Yep,
Tense disc,
so-
anything else?
Yep, 10th floating disc, get him on it, and I will still have Fluffles, like, on him, just watching over him, so to speak.
Okay.
How does
Nuzzle up to Jonas.
And I don't think I can do anything as a bonus action, so that is...
Jonas get on the disc? Does he crisscross applesauce or is he on his knees?
Stand on it.
Okay.
Make a pose while you're on it as well.
Yeah.
Make it look cool.
Power stance.
We
Yeah,
don't know
bullshit.
yet. I might succeed.
You did.
Yeah, but if you don't, you'll be ready.
Alright, that's your. So Anaya's turn that you're up.
Alright.
So that's Farah.
Farah's turn.
See, what you should do is you should bend your arms to connect with your legs so you're like a backpack.
So
Farah's turn.
so the one that's down here attacked a student, but I can hear others approaching.
Yeah, you hear more around, and you
I
know,
assume
like,
because of Queen. Yep.
yeah, Queen alerts you. There's 3 others. Not all of them are coming to you. There says 2 of them are heading in your direction. They're
They're
from different
still,
aisles.
still not anywhere within range, I assume, from what Queen's.
If you were to move, you could get one of them within line of sight. No problem.
No, that's fine. I'm focusing on the one first that's attacking.
Okay.
I'm going to spiritual weapons already near it, so
Yep.
it's going to bonus action trigger that because I think is it bonus action spell main action cantrip. Yep. Cool.
Oh well, so
Either way.
spiritual weapon does not count as casting a spell for the additional round. So you could action
Oh.
spell, bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Ye.
Either way, I was going to spiritual weapon and use Eldritch Blast. So,
Fair enough.
Spiritual weapon, pretty good.
so
a good
let's
spell.
do the one.
Spiritual weapon in one hand,
You
one hand in
hit.
the other. Spicy.
You do 11
Okay.
damage. The stone
And I'm
curse
blasting this
looks
fucker.
quite chipped,
Fuck.
and you miss.
With my movements, and with Queenie here, I'm going to. I assume it. Okay, that one's not moving towards me. It's just attacking the other one. I'm not going. Yeah, no, I'm going to move maybe like 5 feet, sort of away from where I hear the noises, like just over a little.
Mhm.
You know, just get a little bit gradual distance, just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
I'm also, I assume because this is 2 stories, there's like one, the area I'm probably standing in is like a big open area with, you know, nothing above me except maybe a chandelier or something.
Yeah, there's like it's a high ceilinged area, so there's these very tall bookshelves. Like the bookshelves are like 20 feet tall,
That's
and
fine.
they have those really like large staired ladder things you can climb up. They can walk up them to the top to get books out.
Yep,
and then, Yeah, it's a big room.
yeah, with that being the end of my turn, I'm just sort of, yeah, I mean, telepathically, I'm just telling Queenie to keep watching my back.
Okay,
Agnes?
Agnes, you want to sidle up to Jonas?
Yes, I would like to encouragingly nuzzle him
Jonas, a sheep, walks up to you and goes "Meow," and nuzzles you.
for comfort, and just like you're gonna be okay.
Anyone else hungry?
Oh yeah, can you go for some lamb?
I'm more of a turkey person.
Also, Joey, this would be a wonderful time for you to get some sweet, sweet Lyria revenge.
Ah, wouldn't it? If only Jonas was, a massive
bad character.
dick.
Oh, please get paralyzed. Please return back to 2 characters that can't do it.
Okay.
This would be the third character.
Fuck you.
though.
You want me to roll? Do I gotta roll
It's a
concept?
stone
On your
curse.
Oh
turn.
yeah.
So,
But again,
Farah.
make sure you put your arms in a backpack, like sort of look.
So
How
Farah,
carry me?
you see.
Anyone inspire him or do anything.
Okay.
Like,
Wait.
Let Darren have
On
his
his turn?
Anyway.
If you want to do something, you should have done it on your turn. Farah, from your position where you are, you see the stone curse at the end of the room. It already struck at that one student who's currently in the process of turning a stone. It straightens, turns, sees you, and starts very slowly moving towards you.
And I'm
You hear the
going-
sounds of other stone cursed, and you see one step around a corner about 10 feet away from you.
I'm glad I moved slightly.
Yep. If you were standing where you were, it would have been right next to you. And you hear a third one moving closer, and you hear a fourth one moving further away.
Okay, so I've got to deal with 3 of them for now.
Top
And
of the
then
order.
Jonas.
And the thing is, you're a sheep. I don't think you could do anything.
Yeah.
I will.
No, I can't do anything. I'm just wondering if there's anyone else who can do anything to help this.
Sorry, there's no
I got-
card here.
He's got
No
2
one's
more
got,
chances.
One more chance.
no one's got
Encouraging
things for con
nuzzles is
saves.
all I have.
Because the round's restarting, I did actually have one quick question also along with the noise of them moving.
Mhm.
Is there any noise at all of anyone else fighting back?
You do hear. Okay, so basically you roll perception. Make a perception check just to hear exactly
Cool.
what you can hear.
That's just, it's a general one. This is not like directly
Okay.
trying to, this is just along with it. Oh.
Nah, fucking 20. Yeah, no, you hear people fighting back in other parts. You hear like people shouting spelling cans and stuff like that. You hear like a weapon strike stone from the sound of it. And you also hear some like doors a little ways off like slam open. There's people moving around.
Yeah,
Sports
okay.
team
I just want to be sure.
unit.
Okay, Jonas.
Jonas, one more con saving throw.
At the end of his turn's a con save.
Doesn't matter. Do the backpack.
Number 2. So what are you doing before you start turning mortar stone?
It's not mortar stone. He is stone.
He is stone.
Is it 3 saves?
It's 1 save.
No.
It's 2 saves.
So,
East.
Backpack.
shit.
Not a backpack.
Oh yeah. So okay, you have 1 round to do something before you turn to stone because at the end of your turn you make the save.
Okay.
You can see your death coming.
Yeah, you watch the stone like creeping up your arms towards you. So what do you want to do before you know what's gonna happen?
I like that. Having the roll first but happening at the end.
There's not a whole lot that I can do. Jonas just, I guess, looks to everyone and just goes, "Just leave me here. You guys need to go."
I haven't wanted this guy can bring you with us.
No, it's fought. And it's, before he could finish his word, he's just stone. Just sort
Yep.
of arms apart standing. Like, you know, when you articulate, when you talk?
Yeah, like just
No,
mouth.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
As you've been talking, it's been riding up your arms. When you're like, no, it's for it like gets to your neck and then over to your mouth. And you guys see Jonas's eyes still animate as it goes up to his nose, then across his
That's
eyes.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I Google can sheep cry.
I think all creatures can cry. It's a matter if they can perceive and
Ask them a
understand
real
what's
question.
happening.
It's also free action.
Bonus.
So Jonas is
action.
now petrified.
And Jeremy's back down to being able to talk with one.
Oh my
Just-
Oh my god, Jeremy!
Jeremy, just to be even meaner, I'm going to describe this to you. On a failure, the creature is petrified until freed by the greater restoration spell or other magic.
And
Yeah,
there's
but
no
honestly,
reason
I'd
to
rather be here and have it happen
That's not
than
so
anywhere
bad.
else.
Can we just get
As
out of
long
They've
as
this?
we
raised
don't
a kid.
break
They've,
him, and
someone's
we'll
got to
be
have
fine.
greater restoration.
I know someone that has it, but I'm not there to
Man.
help you.
I mean, I know someone who could potentially help, but they're not
Okay.
really here.
Okay.
The
One
fine.
second.
So Jonas is stone.
Maybe questionable method.
Alright,
You think-
initiative count 20.
Initiative count.
Farah,
Yeah.
you're down in the library. You hear the sound of the doors. Like you heard those doors bang open before. You hear another crash as you hear the doors to the library burst open.
Yep.
You look like over to the edge of the aisle and look down, and you see Bartholomew Austin enter the library.
And behind him,
Mhm.
Behind him,
a manticore.
I was waiting for you to say Marty.
No.
you guys don't know what's
Marticore.
happened to Marty and Vost.
Ah, fuck.
So yeah,
Yeah, I knew telling
that's
people
initiative
wasn't
count
a
20.
good idea.
can't
It's
use
the
one of my
manticore's
spells.
Actually, I'm
turn.
going to,
The manticore
I'm going to
entered
wait
this
until the
round.
end of this room.
the Manticore entered, so that's its action.
Okay. Violet's group.
Cool. How fast did this move? I said quickly to Anaya.
They may even know with the door locked.
Agnes is like, I guess, hooving at Jonas's statue. Just like how when a dog like paws on things.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty much doing that, just crying out like.
Me.
Ah.
Well, like I imagine like while she's like thinking, like like her own spell. Like I say that, I immediately turn around and I'm just going to swing my hammer against the door, like this magic hammer against whatever magic rune is on it.
Go ahead.
That just follows me. The disc.
I want to bear in mind what happened right now is one person is a sheep, one person's on
Yep.
1 HP, and the other person's turned to stone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does 20 do anything to door?
As you slam
Yes.
the room, it cracks. The magic barrier of the door is shattered. Following that, the door buckles out of its closed position. The room is open.
Was there an answer to how fast it follows?
that just
Answers
follows me.
float a disc. I think it's like 10 feet around. Let me have a look.
It's really weird how it's explained.
It's so you can't sit on it and use it as a magic platform to get you through things. Is why it's written like that.
Yeah.
Just don't break him.
Okay, the disc will. Okay, if you move away from it, the disc will basically get it far away up to 20 feet, and then it will match your speed up to 20 feet, and it will keep a distance of 20 feet from you.
Yeah.
So it will actually keep your speed.
Yeah, it's
yeah, it-
there's no speed here. It'll just match. It'll always stay
It'll pretty
within
much
20
just
feet.
follow me for the most part.
Though it can't fly, and if you go over a 10-foot drop, it'll just go straight down until it leaves your range, and then it dispels.
Yeah. But I don't know about you guys, but I don't plan on going over a 10-foot drop.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
we
you
don't know what the
probably
rest of the school is like.
and it can go up and down stairs, no problem.
There could just be the Snorlax pictures right over there. You don't know.
Okay,
Um.
you bust the door open.
Okay, bust it open. Do what he says. I think we should probably just leave him here. We need to go now.
Just kind of follows me anyway, so I don't really have much of a choice.
I'm running.
You can dispel it.
No, I don't want to.
I mean, would
Okay.
would Jonas have spent his turn like getting off the disc? Because he still had it like. Was he still able to walk?
Yeah.
After turn 1.
Yeah. Actually, no,
Yeah.
he was restrained. He has speed 0.
No,
Okay,
before
yeah, so,
before
like,
he turned.
Like
The first
hands
failure
and
makes you
feet.
restrained.
Oh,
The
okay.
first one, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like hands and feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
he's on the
just
disc.
restraining.
He's striking whatever pose that Jonas decided to strike.
In the middle of talking.
Yeah.
You didn't even make it look cool.
With the only
Uh-huh.
lead I have, I want to rush towards the library.
Wow.
Okay.
So you're rushing towards the library, Kay?
Yeah.
It's okay. I play
Yeah,
D&D to not be able to play my characters.
Now, do we do we actually
Seriously.
hear anything? Like,
Make a perception
Oh.
check now.
yeah. This is the one time I hope I actually listen.
Anyone else who wants to make a perception check, go ahead, except Farah. Wow, nat 20.
I guess so.
In one
'Cause
D&D,
basically all of you are now out of
wait,
initiative.
no, hang on. How does this work?
you have a
Oh, you're a sheep. You have
Yeah,
sheep
hang on,
stats.
sheep
Yeah,
stats.
I've got the stats up. It's just a flat roll for me.
We got eyes and ears everywhere.
Nat 20.
12.
Brr.
The sheep is preoccupied with the man on the statue.
Yeah.
Violet and I, because you guys are basically out of initiative now, you rush across the room to start heading towards the
It's
library
only
if that's
us
where you want to
two.
go. As soon as you step out of the door, you start hearing commotion. The both of you immediately turn and look out of a window that's there, and you see in the middle of a courtyard a stone curse, basically like 2 or 3 petrified students in a field as like 3 stone curse start making their way across. One of them immediately explodes into just like shrapnel as someone you can't see hits it with a spell. You see that. You guys hear more of that all over the school somewhere else. You can tell that there's quite a few of these placed in strategic locations around the school.
Oh, crap,
That's-
okay.
That's what the dots on the map are.
Yeah, the
We-
dots where every location there's a statue and around the school.
Oh, no, we probably need to go now.
Yes, agreed.
And
Uh,
command my robots to follow with me.
Can she, Agnes, keep up, or should I put her on the disc as well?
I've got a speed of 30
Technically-
feet. I'm okay.
Okay.
As you
I was not going to bother with the sheep because I don't know if the sheep could turn back, and I feel like the sheep should not be involved.
as you spend a few rounds running there, we'll jump over to the other
It's-
scene.
Honestly, it's probably quicker for sheep to be involved than to not be involved.
So you guys start running there. Partway there, Agnes turns back into herself.
No, excuse me?
I thought polymorphs an
Takes
hour.
a minute.
Probably
It's an
an hour.
Yeah.
Never mind,
Yeah,
you're a sheep still.
That's
Yeah.
why I was.
I thought it was 1 minute.
No.
I
No,
bitch
it is.
slapped the
It is
sheep.
to the. It
You
is to
could.
the spell's duration, and the spell is an hour. I looked
I
it
would
up
like
'cause
to
I was
bitch
worried.
slap the sheep.
What?
As we're running, I'm just gonna bitch slap the sheep.
Sure. As you're running, you turn, you backhand the sheep. The sheep you turn back into you.
Rubbing your
Okay,
face, so she slaps you in
We're
the
just
face.
assuming that does 4 hit points.
If one hit doesn't, they hit you enough that you turn back into you with
yeah,
no
okay.
damage. Yeah.
Over
Alright.
over a course of running, there you turn back into you.
Yeah, just like, ow, why?
But we
Sorry,
travel.
I was really ready to go out. I just realized.
To Farah.
We travel back to
Fair
Farah.
enough. But
And back in time a little bit. As Bartholomew enters the room, you see as he starts walking towards it.
He's like level 5.
He walks.
Towards it.
He walks past the where the librarian sits. That entire thing. You see the librarians have been turned to stone. As he walks over, he goes maybe 1 or 2 bookshelves down, and then he goes break it, and the manticore walks up, goes to this bookshelf, and slashes at it with all of its claws, fangs, and its tail, brings it down to disintegrating. Books and wood are lying everywhere, and behind is a blank wall, at which point Bartholomew picks up a rock, a tree's transmuter stone, places it against the wall. A line, like a door, appears around, and a relief in the wall forms, and you see a staircase down where he starts walking through.
Wait, he's ignoring me?
Yep. He leaves down the stairs, and the manticore follows after him.
However, the stone curse that is only 10 feet away from you is now 0 feet away from you.
I think Farah gets her turn
No,
first.
I would have had my thing first.
She
if
does
we're
not,
going by the
because
previous
this stone
round.
curse has an initiative 16 instead of
Right,
15.
that's a different one.
Man, I feel like I
Yes.
should have spent more time as Christine exploring the area. I could have found that.
I'm gonna take some L's, guys.
Yeah.
I'm ready to burn that inspiration I apparently have.
Hey, you got it. They're pretty bad roll to hit.
It's...
They do hit.
Gonna
Does-
burn it if I can
Go
in
ahead.
hopes.
So force disadvantage on
Force
it.
disadvantage.
Yep.
Yep. Still
You
hits.
poor fucker.
Make a
That-
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, make the con save.
Yeah.
You're down. You succeeded,
Succeed the save.
but you're down.
But I'm still go down, yeah.
So this thing walks up to you. You've been trying to get distance from them, but you notice this one's coming at you from one side. You hear another one that's coming at you.
no,
It's
I
coming up from you
didn't
behind. You realize you're basically surrounded, and then this thing walks up, quick slash across your back, and the already wounded state you are, you pass out.
Can you make your saving throws?
oh my god, no!
But, yep,
On failure,
all of them.
yeah. Just because
One.
the initiative is
We won't-
lining
we
up
won't
to not
make
be
it.
in order.
I know, but
2
no!
fails.
I'm
Nat
fine if
20,
this is how it
last
goes.
one.
Oh!
It's fine.
You don't
Farah-
get anything special from being a Raven Queen Warlock?
That's up to the DMs, not me.
So no, by a
That might be a
mechanic.
feature.
As
Unless my other worldly patron wants to intervene, this ain't happening.
So for now, you black out as you're hit. Anaya, Agnes, and Violet, you guys come rushing down the stairs, and you eventually make your way to the courtyard. By the time you reach the main area, most of the stone cursed outside have been taken care of. You sprint across the field towards the library. You see the broken doors of the outside, the outer hall. Then you step through into the broken doors inside, and you see stone cursed in here. Basically, one is still left after the time is taken, which as it walks across, you see another student fire and strike at it with a spell, which just breaks it into pieces. The Anaya, your cat, starts meowing.
yes, yeah.
Real quick, I had an inspiration as well, which I ticked off earlier because I just wanted to look at my picture. I forgot to stick back on. Could I give that to Sam for the last death save?
Tick off the inspiration.
Yeah.
You tick off the inspiration as you see, flying through the air in the room, a faded shadow of a crow of a raven, barely still holding its form as it flies a circle, and looking underneath where the circle is flying, you see the body of Farah lying, still unbreathing, on the ground.
I didn't brief to begin with.
Yep, that's why I said still. Face down and unconscious. And You move towards it and you realize like the blood around her. She isn't just unconscious.
And with that revelation, this doorway down the stairs in the library,
I like that.
that's where we'll end session for the night.
Fuck. It's okay.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's okay. Resurrection exists.
Uh-huh. Except who has that resurrection?
I mean, the
I don't
teachers
know.
aren't completely incompetent. I'm
Pirates?
sure they're going to be able to get involved.
Just for some misdirection. Right at the end, you guys are about to leave. You see the door. You see the bird. You see him. And then, Anaya, you burn that inspiration. And you watch as Queen, flying around the room, hovers for a moment in the air, and dive bombs directly onto Farah's body. She hits you, Farah. She dissipates into smoke across your body. And we'll see what happens to that next time.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
So wait, hang on. Because I forgot. Wait, did you say that giving inspiration to other people is a thing we can do?
No, we said you can't, but we're letting it happen one time.
Somehow
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
used.
Oh, you said okay. It was a can't. Because I was gonna be like, oh my god, I have so much inspiration to give.
This was a
yeah.
once-off thing for now.
Okay.
Rule of cool.
Really cool.
I'm not disappointed I burnt my current one. That was fun.
No, that's fine.
Hey, it was a chance. It's unlucky what happened, but hey, they don't have a very high to hit.
No, they only had to hit a hit of 13.
So,
There you go. So shit's hit the fan.
A bit.
Really.
Yeah. Just a little.
so session 6 will be the end of part 2 of this series.
That's the end of part 2. Next
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
Hopefully it's the end. It has to be. I don't think it can't
There's
be. the end.
literally no way it can go for more than one.
But yeah,
Unless you guys decide to leave and have a long rest, then I'll be very confused.
Guys,
I can't, dude. I'm stoned.
I want to
We
rest
just
in my
noped
bed.
the fuck out.
So
You know what? I'm just gonna go visit my aunt now. See you guys.
we're ending on someone who's petrified and someone who's likely, possibly dead. We don't actually know
Petrified
because you're
sheep.
leaving it like that.
Non-sheep now, but like still, like, oh god. What a...
Jeez.
what a set of events. But
I would
yeah,
like to inform you, I'm missing almost all of my spell slots as well. I have 3 spell slots left.
I have a weapon.
I'm gonna roll this because
Same.
it's a great
I've got-
stress relief.
I've got 3 left, and then I'm done.
I saved one. I only have 3 slots, but I saved one specifically. Nice. I
Stress
saved
relief.
one specifically, like for whatever comes next. I wasn't expecting it to be Bartholomew.
Alright. with that,
I wanted to be following you.
do our streaming people have anything that they need to talk about?
Not at the moment, really.
I plan to have a longer stream tomorrow, but that's nothing new.
Yeah, go check out Sam's stream. Tomorrow, no stream from me. I'm having a birthday party, barbecue thing. So I'm probably gonna just relax and hang out with friends like I did on my birthday. It was cool. Tuesday is more Bring Us Farms. We're in summer. It's funny. Everyone has wives except Darren. He needs to get a wife.
Darren should not be allowed wife.
Oh, and Rebecca doesn't have a wife, but that'll fix, right? It'll change.
Darren should not have wife.
Wednesday is the return of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
Where were we?
We're up to Hollow Bastion, I think.
Oh no! Oh.
That's fun. Thursday will be the finale of the Pokemon Randomizer Moemon Nuzlocke of Emerald. After that, I'll be probably hopping on to Digimon Hacker's Memory, I think, is what I'm going to go for next. And then after that's the Soul Lock. That's going to be tons of fun. I have to teach Kim Gen 4 Pokemon. And not die. And then Friday is session 36. Let me double check that. I think it's 36. It's that or 35? 35 of Echoes of the Forgotten. They completed the second trial and other shenanigans. What are they going to do after this? We don't know. They need to tell us. We need to learn. We need to predict everyone's movements because that's what DMs are supposed to do. I think Osiris is going to say, "I'm going to exploit the file market with this trick I have."
Yes. Gonna make so much
Press the
fucking
wrong
money,
one.
and then I'm never gonna be captured again.
and then you'll never
There you go.
be able to not play your character.
Yeah.
Wait, that's a thing that you could have gone on the table.
Yeah, that's a wild. To be fair, I wasn't doing wild magic. I just
No, but it's funny.
the
And
table is stress relief. That's all it is.
Imagine if you got that.
and we're back in 2 weeks' time for the.
Okay, I have seen. Oh, no,
We're
Sorry.
back to time for the final part of this act. And then we've got 2 more afterwards, which should be a bit more lighthearted, I think. I think. I don't confirm.
Wow.
Act 3 will definitely be more lighthearted than this.
Yeah. But
Want to bet? Because I'm gonna start a boss encounter with a robot.
oh,
Should
Yeah, we
Jeremy, even
you know what?
Legitimately, I'd be so excited if that happens.
should
Please do.
Jeremy even show up for next Gamma P?
I did.
Should
Oh,
I?
we're
That's
not.
rude.
I did tell Darian while the event with Kim was happening was with Kim was happening. He's like, Crystal's my favorite big bad evil guy. I can't wait for Crystal
I
to
hope
take
she
over
does
the
become
world.
a BBEG in Echoes.
That'd be funny.
But for now, I leave you all behind, and we'll see you. I'll see you on Tuesday. Let these guys rewind, and then as soon as I end stream, yell at me for killing another character.
I'm fine with that.
Goodbye.
Bye.
There's
Ah.
Bye.
So Jeremy,
One
Yo.
more
we're
table.
so